Yes, let's go. Let's see if we need a regame right after this, but so far everything seems good. Oh, wow. Okay, let's jump into the game. This positioning seems really interesting. So guys, tell me everything about this grand final.
All right, yeah. Finally, we got it started. We have four very skilled players. We have in red, top left, with Orc, Sheik here, spawning without a neighbor, which is amazing here. So especially being Orc on a map without a shredder, that's really exactly what you want. You want to be far away from everyone. You want to be able to gather some lumber and yeah, have some time on your own. And then next to him is one of the humans, and I'm not 100% sure if this is Yanker or if this is RulaZ. We will see in a bit. Again, yeah, both of these players with human. I'm not sure if Yanker picked human or played random, but human on this map is great because it's a huge map and mass TP is really, yeah, can be utilized very nicely. And last but not least, we have Qwest here, the player with the highest score who picked this map. And on one hand, I like this map pick by him, but also I saw exactly the risk of him spawning in a surround as he does here, which is a huge risk for him. But there is a chance to rebuild cross map, especially with these spawns. So even if he gets rushed out by one of those humans, it's probably not going to be the end for him. And yeah, there are a lot of expansions here, so we will have some more time to talk and discuss things, I guess. But we'll see. Maybe one of these players is going to rush. Anything can happen in FFA.
So this is new to me here, and I don't know if this is new to anyone watching, but well, how come as observers we can't see player names anymore?
This is just because it's hosted on We3 Champions, and they have the maps, the FFA maps, because we had seasons. I think the ladder currently is still anonymous, so the map files are anonymous, have anonymous triggers. And it just over the years, it became too big of a mess with having map files with anonymous triggers, having map files with zoom triggers and without. So in order to not overcomplicate things, we just decided to go with the map files that are currently on We3 Champions and not ask them to upload any more files than they already did. Ooh, and we do see an acolyte being killed here by the creeps, and that was planned. Interesting. So he planned that in order to get the skeletons. So Qwest, as I mentioned, probably prepared many hours for this one, so he will know exactly, or he has a plan. we can say that.
All right, how do we figure out who's who now? Because we're still not sure. Do you at some point recognize it?
I probably can, yeah. But
Okay.
it may take a bit of time.
Okay, you just tell me at some point.
So far, I would assume RulaZ is blue, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll see.
All right. So, hero choices. We have a Dark Ranger for Sheik.
Yeah. Interesting choice. Going to be an early push potentially here by him, an early late game push, because usually if you get your Berserker army, you can push very nicely with Dark Ranger. I'm not a big fan facing. I mean, if Yanker plays random, of course he didn't know that he would face two humans. But Dark Ranger against human is always a tricky one, I think. And then again, I mean, you can also, with Dark Ranger on this map, especially with Orc, you can potentially change race late game. You can change to Undead or human here. So I kind of like this pick, despite facing two humans. Of course, if both humans play Archmage, MK, Paladin, like Dark Ranger needs a lot of potions, and SH a lot of mana.
Right, on Qwest side, we have a DK that's not all too common in FFA, I think.
It is. It's
okay.
it's the #1 hero by far. I don't think. I mean, we saw for some time. We saw Dreadlords first.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
We saw that on some maps, but I think especially Qwest is not like playing around. He's usually going for exactly this style. As you can see, he's like tacking super quickly. He's already getting up his first expo as undead, and he crept his second expo. So he will be the one with the quickest second expo here, together with purple. Oh no, that's not true. Red also. Red also.
He did tell me he would go Cryptlord first, so I'm a little disappointed that he did not.
Yunker did. Yunker did.
Oh, Yunker did? I thought
No,
Qwest said he would.
No, I said he's a Swedish troll. But yeah, Cryptlord not that common anymore. I would say. I mean, it was played more when it got played 100% of the time in 1-on-1. I think 3 years ago. But
that was great.
It's not a great FFA hero, simply because he's terrible against air units, and he can't really nuke heroes, so he's basically just a big tank.
I love Cryptlord.
Ooh, and we do see the blue human here cross map, and now we discover who blue is. Blue is Yunker, because we saw the chat, and Yunker is very... yeah, you can clearly recognize him by his war keys, always using numbers as letters. So blue is Yunker Zam.
That was usually Rectify style. Are we sure Rectify didn't take his place?
I mean, you never know. Maybe Yunker. I mean, most viewers will probably not know the name Rectify. Rectify is the only player who won 3 seasons. I think he won 3 FML seasons. One of the best FFA players that ever played. Super skilled, especially strategically. And he played 1 season, and I think that it was before I joined the community. And I think it was extremely controversial, and I think it's still one of the most controversial decisions of all time in this league, because he played 1 season under a Smurf. Was it Dark Flame Master?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I don't remember these. It might have been it, yeah.
And he managed, I mean, Ishan tried also, but he got discovered halfway through. And I think, Rectify won the season as a Smurf, one of the seasons. And I think he would. He got awarded the victory despite playing under Smurf, which it's a super hard decision. But very interesting for sure. Of course, you have a big advantage if you are the player who knows everyone else, but they don't know, like they don't realize who you are. It's like an advantage that we do not allow players to have.
Yeah, because if you know somebody, you know how good they are, you know not to leave them alone.
Yeah.
I think that may be an advantage for RulaZ in this match.
Yeah, I definitely.
He might not know them as well.
I mean, it's a final, right? So at this stage, I think all of these players have, like, no one got here by accident, right? So these players are all skilled. So yeah, we'll see, and we see some shenanigans here between purple and between blue. So between Yunker and RulaZ fighting over this orange spot, and there are no red spots here. So these orange ogre spots on the edge. At the edges are very, very important to get, because they drop huge items, and we see here a flute for RulaZ, so it's a very, very nice pickup for him.
I was about to ask, like, there's no marketplace here, right? So whatever drops is yours, and you can't catch up. So item drops are actually pretty important.
Exactly, yeah, they are super important, and especially there are not that many good item drops. So there's no. We saw in the semi-final, we saw Harvest of Sorrow, the map you created, Vorpax. if you
Yep.
remember still. And there.
You guys played another one of my maps recently too, Anarchy Castle.
Ah, right. Yeah, you're the creator of that one also. Interesting. Yeah, so we saw in the semifinal there are some maps with daggers of escape in a marketplace and all those hugely important items. And on this map you have basically nothing. Like you can buy parry-ups in the market, which sorry, in the shop, but that's basically it.
So
Right,
that
so-
would, without a marketplace, that's kind of a disadvantage here for Junker then, because orcs kind of really rely on that marketplace.
I think Sheik is the orc.
Oh, Sheik,
Unless
sorry.
Yeah, for sure.
You're right, Sheik.
And maybe that's the reason why he picked Dark Ranger as opposed to Blade Master. Because Blade Master really shines most if you can find good items or can stack him. And we do see an attack here on the DK of Qwest, and that might cost Junker his MK. Could pass the oh, he used the
Oh, he got the
TP.
kill.
Yeah, he used the TP on his Archmage, so couldn't pass that. And this worm here is very, very difficult to deal with for Junker because he has, okay, now he has a Dragonhawk Rider, but
Junker has broken 50. But it looks like Qwest is staying at 50.
I'm not, by the way, just disclaimer, I'm not 100% sure that it's Junker. Maybe it was just a typo.
Oh, no, now they're going to 80. So I think we might see a battle going on between teal and blue, which would be, I assume, Junker and Qwest.
Maybe I was wrong all the time. Maybe maybe red is maybe red is Junker. Lelu tells me. That would okay, so red is Junker, then blue is
I think red said, someone said at the start who they were. Player 1 says he's Junker.
Okay.
So that would make red
okay.
Junker.
Yeah, my bad, sorry.
So the orc is Junker.
The
orc.
one cast where RulaZ isn't here, high tech. The
Damn it,
one cast where you
everything.
have responsibility.
Everything goes down the drain here. Let me try to think if there's something fundamentally wrong that I mentioned. And we do see an army here by Sheik is purple then, and that explains why he's going for that rifleman army early on. 71 supply already, and he's going for the push here, as it seems.
You go cross map.
I guess. I mean, usually in FF8 you do not want to attack entirely cross map because it's such a long distance and you will just lose your expansions. But of course he wants to fight the orc. Like that's where he can get most XP here.
A player's forces are under attack.
And it's so hard to fight this as orc.
Yeah, I mean, I was a terrible free-for-all player, but so it was probably a terrible strategy. But I kind of liked fighting cross map like this. You know, when you got a huge advantage to push like this, because you don't have any fear of retaliation, at least not from from this player, because it's so far away.
Yeah, I think it can be a good call here, and I mean he has no other choice as Qwest is fighting RulaZ here in the northeast, so it's his only option, and I definitely prefer. In his shoes, I would prefer to fight the orc with ground here instead of Qwest's annoying kiting air army here.
Now, how much vision do you think you had? Purple has on that battle that may happen between teal and blue. I don't see any scouting.
No, I don't think he has. I mean, he placed some wards. I really like those. Those
Red
wards
did, yeah.
But they got stone either. No, there are no. They weren't stoned, but I think he found some. And Junker is doing a good job. Might lose the TC here though. I think Junker is fighting this better than I expected. He needs a torrent, but the torrent totem got killed. That's super painful.
Hero level also seems super low. There's an invo potion to save him for a bit.
And
Mountain
needs to
King block
use
seems
the-
good.
Yeah, needs to use the speed scroll here to get away. Yeah, it does it now. Maybe it's second too late.
Nice hex though.
Oh, he got out. Oh, he didn't.
Oh,
yeah.
close, potion. Oh, couldn't get it in time. It's only a level 1 hero though, not the end of the world. Still 75 pop.
And maybe even better to lose it here, because TC without mana and HP is like completely useless here. And yeah, Janker is, I mean, he is 75 supply, some of that's still in production, but also we can't forget that he has some peons still, so a lot of peons actually, so his 75 supply is not a huge army.
Big battle here.
Oh yeah, another battle, and TP out by Qwest, so early fighting here, much earlier than I expected. Very interesting. And Janker probably has to get away here.
See, Shadowhunter also down. Is Sheik expanding like 700 times at the same time to this fight? There's one, there's one, there's one, there's one, there's one. Oh my god.
It can't hurt to at least get them up. You're probably going to lose some while fighting, but still, it's good to have them, even if you can only fill them with workers later. Ideally, you want to like have a big fight and then drop to 50 and have all your expos ready, but on a map like this, it's actually quite tricky to mine on 50 anyways, because if you have like more than 3 expansions, it's actually pretty hard to even stay on 50 while still having all your workers. So probably not going to see too much mining on 50 anytime soon here.
We have 100.
Yeah, it looks like they're going. He's going to 100. Junker's going to 100 now.
Yeah, and on the other side, we have a huge fight also. Qwest pushing with 95 supply into RulaZ with just 80 supply, and RulaZ, I don't really like RulaZ air army here, or I don't like what RulaZ has in terms of units here against Qwest, but also I guess he lost some. So Qwest is fighting very well and winning this fight here convincingly. And in the meantime, in the West, it's a bit of a standoff here between Janker and Sheik. Ooh, Dark Ranger. Yeah, Dark Ranger will die.
Oh, got away.
Ooh, still burning 9 HP, 10 HP. Wow, and there were some kills here in the meantime, but nice stomp. But I guess I don't know. I mean, Janker is fighting this well here. Let's see if the Dark Ranger gets away. And was super close here.
In the meantime, we take a look at RulaZ's base, where he has to revive the hero. Second hero about to drop as well. These early worms, man, they're causing quite some terror.
Yeah, I mean, human can be so strong with just like with 100 supply air army. I'm not sure if I like those spell breakers here by RulaZ. I don't really see them doing much against Qwest. Qwest is not. Qwest has no ground units really, so I'm not sure if I like those spell breakers. I think I would have liked just 100 supply air, especially with the Dreadlord not being level 5 yet. I think you can even try to go for just gyros. But yeah, it's always easier from observer perspective. And
it looks bleak for RulaZ, but this is free for all. So this is nothing. I mean, he might lose a lot of stuff here, but he's got so many bases, and with this being Gold Rush, you can expand everywhere, and comebacks in this map are more common than they are not common.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, in some cases you will just be left on your own, and Qwest knows very well. Qwest knows very well that he has to finish RulaZ ideally. At least over time, so he will scout, but yeah, as you mentioned, it's extremely hard to finish someone off entirely on this map. I think Janker survived this better than I expected. I mean, he still has 2 running expos, so, and it takes Sheik forever to kill just this one expo here. So I think he's still in an okayish position. Warpex, would you prefer to be in the position of Janker now, or if RulaZ?
A player's forces are under attack.
Probably RulaZ just because he's human.
Yeah, I agree. Human,
A lot easier to come back as human than an orc, especially on this map.
Yeah, it's so interesting because generally speaking, I think human got a lot weaker in the last 5 years. When I started to play FFA and became admin in 2017, human was still the overwhelming FFA race because of mass TP and unbeatable unit compositions. And then we saw all those nerfs, like tank nerf in particular, that prevented those 100 supply, or that made those 100 supply tank armies non-efficient. And so human fell kind of behind, and many human players complained that it's not, like that it's potentially the weakest race in FFA at this point, and I tend to agree, but still, like human is, because you have mass TP for the late game, and you have like you have the survivability in this stage, I think it's still, like, I would much rather be a human player here than an orc player.
Yeah, just in general of free for all, I think human is the race that has won the most FML seasons by a large amount.
I'm not sure if by large amount. I think it's somewhat even with elf over the years, but I'm not. I have to count.
Orc took a long time until they finally got a win.
Yeah, for sure. There still haven't been many orc players that won FML simply because it's so easy to kill off orc late game. Orc is so reliant on hero damage. And if orc has no lumber, then orc cannot. Like orc is so reliant on bats and like on bats to kill air armies, and bats are so not cost efficient if your enemy has like 3 defense upgrades on their chimeras. So yeah, and Janker is I think fighting very well here, but I think he's diving a bit too deep. There's a bit of a mess here.
Might lose. Oh, we lost her. Dark Ranger down.
That's what I mentioned earlier. Dark Ranger, not the worst choice here on this map, I think. But again, she dies very quickly against 2 humans.
I think Dark Ranger in general is never a bad choice in free for all. As long as you can get her to 6, you can really stay in the game because you can use Charm to just run around and steal Frostworms.
Exactly, and especially as orc, I think that's needed here. So I like the selection a bit better here, even than Alchemist.
But that could make you a target at the very late game as well, right?
True, but I think it's... Honestly, I think Dark Ranger makes you less of a target than Alchemist, because with Alchemist, if you constantly sell like high damage units, I think it's more... At least from my perspective, it's offending players more. With Dark Ranger, in many cases, you will also steal workers and things. So I think Dark Ranger is a bit, easier to face. And RulaZ is losing his castle here to Qwest.
Yeah, he's checking already at the neighbor base.
Yeah, Qwest is taking all the mid expos here, and of course, there's a lot of gold in those middle expos, so if you have an opportunity to mine them at this stage, you really want to do that.
So do you think Qwest should be dropping down to 50 now?
I don't think you can with like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 expos. So with 6 expos, you can't. So I think he definitely would if it would just be 3. But I think potentially a bit of a mistake by him to appear as if he has 50, but he's 70. So I think he should, like his statues here on the right, he should keep with his army. And also, oh, nice surround here.
Oh,
Brutal.
that's
Staffed out. So he was chasing heroes, but I think he should make sure that he's not seen with just his heroes at one place to avoid that he's being called out on 50. That makes a huge difference whether you're on 50 for 10 minutes or on 70, and you do not want your enemies to think that you're on 20k gold if you're just on 10k or 12k.
Mass TP for Sheik.
Oh yeah, that will make things much more difficult for Janker.
all right. So judging from the first few minutes, who had a great start, who had a bad start?
I mean,
Is Qwest stoppable?
Qwest and Sheik are definitely in the driver's seats here. So.
Oh,
yeah.
bad staff.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Can't do anything, can't move.
He didn't realize that was his highest town hall.
Yeah.
Is it the nerves coming to him
Maybe.
playing on stream?
A player's forces are under attack.
But yeah, back to your original question. I think Qwest and Sheik got off to a really good start, especially Sheik. I mean, he's got a ton of expansions all over the place. Qwest is still surrounded. He hasn't really broken out of that surround yet, so he's still kind of in a... I mean, he's in a good position for the fact that he's surrounded. But, I mean, he's made an enemy here from the blue player, and the blue player can easily attack him. Now, I think that's RulaZ, but we're not positive yet, so...
I think he is.
Yeah, I think we got it now.
Yeah. I
Okay,
think
so
too.
RulaZ could easily retaliate while still having that threat of Sheik at the bottom there, right next to all his bases.
Yeah,
Whereas Sheik's really
I
got
agree.
that advantage of being spread out, and he really, I mean, he's gonna get maybe some expansions attacked by Junker, but not as much of a threat.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, we see the game calming down now. I was surprised, as I mentioned, that we saw so much fighting early on. But of course, I mean, Qwest had a huge incentive here to break out of the surround, or at least weaken one of the players next to him. Oh, and we do see Junker going for RulaZ's units here in the center. I mean, of course, he's desperate for some XP, but still a bit surprised to see that. So that's of course a risk if you're the weakest player in this situation. If you lost your castle and half of your main base, that you become the target of everyone who wants some XP, and you become.
Oh, mass TP.
Ooh, interesting. So
Not
Did
gonna
she-
kill the Black Citadel.
did she peace with
he is gonna kill
with
it.
Junker? I didn't see any piecing in chat. Interesting. So yeah, as we see here, Sheik is calling out Qwest on 50, while Qwest was never 50, exactly as I said. So that's, yeah, exactly as I said. That's exactly what you don't want to have. So yeah, Qwest should have, in my eyes, should have made sure that no one would just see 3 heroes and think he's 50. And now, yeah, now the fun begins here especially for Qwest in this situation with a lot of expos here. Qwest would probably not be able to avoid that he's losing most of his expos. Mass
Yeah,
TP
and
is
mass
such a-
TP is
yeah.
brutal in free for all.
Yeah, if
so hard to
utilized
fight.
well. I mean,
Especially on a huge map like this.
yeah, and I'm very curious to see how Sheik, who usually plays Orc in FFA, how he utilizes Mass TP, because the best human FFA players in history, they... Oh, and DK going down here. And, yeah. Qwest is... I mean, this is a good opportunity for him to drop to 50 here, to 50 supply, but... also, he may lose a lot of... Ooh, and Junker is still on Sheik, so he's not passive now, despite having almost no lumber. Okay, he's pulling back a bit. But yeah, Mass TP is just an insane spell. Low cooldown time, and yeah, it's super annoying to deal with it. Like the only way to deal with it is to just constantly attack the human main base. To really, I mean, ideally you want to fight the human in his main base here, unless there are like hundreds of towers, and he has some towers, but not enough, I think, to avoid that he's being attacked at some point.
And this is
Yeah,
where
that's-
RulaZ can really start to rebuild. Oh, sorry, Neil.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's a good point. He has some time now. Junker seems to have a good idea of what's going on. He called Sheik out on all his bases. Is attacking a little left and right. That's all the experience coming to shine.
Yeah, and also, I mean, that's an advantage for orcs. Sentry wards are amazing. Like, it's especially on a map like this, where you have a lot. On this map, you do not have clear paths usually, because you have so many ways that armies can take. So it's really hard to keep track of everything that's going on. And sentry wards are just amazing to really like keep track of all the movement. So I think in combination with his experience, it can maybe become his biggest asset here in this match. So how many expos do we have right now? So Janker has 1, 2, 1 mined out, 3, 4, 5, 6 expos for Janker. Some of them not really saturated with workers. Qwest has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 also, but 1 about to die, and he's TPing into Janker's army, and Janker instantly TPing out. And RulaZ is... I mean, this is a great time for RulaZ to just hoard, right? Because like no one calls him out on 50 because he has nothing. At least yet. At some point they will start to ask. Although he has only 2 expos. And Sheik is down to 1, 2, 3, 4 expos. But also he has mined out 2 already. So yeah, Sheik is playing this very well. It's hard because now Sheik is getting attacked by 2 players, and while he has mass TP to TP around, he's on 100 supply here, but none of these players really wants to fight him. So I'm not sure if he should be on 100 right now, or if 80 would be the better call, because he's losing so much gold here by just being in high upkeep.
Now, looking at Sheik making a lot of enemies, do you think this is going to really bite him in the end here?
If I was him, like in FFA, usually you never want to change your enemy early on unless you like that's your only hope to survive. And in this case, I'm not really sure why he mass TP'd into the main base of Qwest. I mean, he did that because he thought Qwest was on 50, but you want to finish one player off, and I don't think it was a good call by him to do that. I think, honestly, if I was Sheik, I think it would have been the better call to, even if it feels bad, to just try to kill RulaZ to turn it into a 3-way game and make sure like that one player's out entirely. And then you can, if Qwest really hoarded for some time, then you can weaken him with Janker.
You're right. I think Janker probably should have stayed out of it when that fight started between those two. I don't know if you saw it. He probably should have. If he did see it, he should have kind of stayed back and played dead for a little while so that he can try to fly under the radar a little bit like RulaZ is starting to do.
Yeah, I mean, Janker could have gotten up in gold more quickly, way more quickly. But also, I think it's hard to judge Orc, especially with these heroes. Like, he needs levels. He needs level 5 and 5 at least on TC and SH. So if you just sit, at some point against these human heroes, you will be so far behind, and he already is behind 2 levels on his heroes. You can't fight anymore. So
yeah, especially as Orc.
Yeah, as Orc, I mean, sometimes if you're facing massive air armies only, you can still use bets to get XP, but it's still like it's a safer bet to take some fights early on and just hope that there will be gold left to mine later.
Looks like things are calming down a little bit. So next objective for Janker is probably levels. For RulaZ, hoarding more and fly under the radar more. And for the others, okay, here we go. Sheik again, super aggressive mass telly again onto Qwest.
Yeah, and Qwest is forced to TP in to at least have a chance to save this. But we see here, like with his 80 supply, he can't even face the 98 of Sheik here. And I like it for us, like for us observers, but I don't think it's a good call by Sheik to burn a lot of gold here and just mass TP around on 100 supply. I think
he's draining a ton of mines right now. Like, he's at 100 supply, but he does have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 expansions going.
Yeah. He's getting attacked by Janker still. Janker is also killing 1 expo, probably to take it back. And Qwest is killing a lot of stuff here. I think Qwest is winning this fight. So,
yeah, I don't think he sees that battle going on his expo.
No, I mean, he is, yeah, he needs to somehow, I mean, Qwest is winning this fight here convincingly, it looks like, unless he loses the DK.
Oh,
which
did he just jinx it?
Lost it.
He has no TP, of course, because he TP'd in. So I thought he may have 2 TPs, because that's usually what you want to have. So just 1 TP is horrible.
Oh, lost the ledge now.
Yeah, and he's using, you see him not even trying to walk away. He's using this as, like, as manip. So he's basically sacrificing his heroes just to drop to 50. And so you see he's not even attempting to fly out.
Maybe micro instead of typing.
Yeah, that's typical Qwest. Look at, he's just...
But now he wants to see weak, so now he wants to take this opportunity to stay at 50 as long as he possibly
Exactly. Yeah, losing heroes, and even if it's only like 4 or 5 minutes, to get back up to upkeep, it's still totally worth it. And see, look at this expo, it just barely survived on 22 HP.
Ooh, lucky.
And
Okay.
another fight, and this is maybe an army that Janka can fight here. It's just 1 Griffin, 1 Knight, and 1 Spellbreaker.
These human heroes are huge, though.
Yeah, they are. But if the Archmage... I mean, he can't kill the Archmage, I guess, but... I think this is a good fight for Janka. He should TP, though. Ooh, yeah. I really don't like that.
Mass res,
Ooh, yeah.
which brought back like 2 units.
I think Janker, he has enough... Janker is up to 11k gold now. I definitely think he should get more parry-ups. I know there are only 2 shops here on the map in the center, but I think the Dark Ranger needs to be stacked as much as possible. Like, you can't keep her alive with just 1 parry-up. And yeah, we see Qwest as really, like, that's what I was saying earlier. Like, he's, I would say, the best macro player in FFA that I have witnessed. So he's always finding he's making the most out of each gold mine, and he's always calculating. Like, he always knows when he can be on 50 and when he can't. And in this case, like, he knows that he's going to lose his main base at some point. And you see he already rebuilt his entire main base at the top right. So Qwest is a player who sometimes also just sells his entire main base, and I think that might be a bit of a mistake here. But maybe he just wants to win time. And look at triple Alta revive here.
Yeah. Saw it before. Now, okay. That one's saved for Sheik, and Janka has to retreat. We're getting closer to Charm.
Yeah, and I think maybe it's a good decision by Janka to get those pickoffs here. And I mean, his levels are getting better and better here. But also, this is the best thing that could have happened for Qwest, right? And for RulaZ. Both are not at risk of... I mean, Qwest is like, if Qwest would be on his own against Sheik here, he would need to pump at some point. But with Janka on his side, I think he can play this more safely. And we see he's giving up his next main base here at the top right. Yeah.
So much for the triple revive.
Yeah, and Ledo writes it like, this is for Qwest, this is perfect. Like, this, he wants to be perceived like the weakest player, and his gold count is rising. And I think he's much rather losing another main base or selling another main base as opposed to losing all his expos. And most of his expos are still running. Yeah. So he's up to 25k gold, and Sheik is down to 15k, which is not that bad. But also Sheik has basically mined out all of his expos but 1.
And he's not even that rich.
No, yeah. I mean, he has the dominant levels here, but as we know, that can backfire because enemies can't see your levels, they can't see your gold count. Yep. So, yeah, Sheik will be the target here for some longer. And RulaZ is up to 10k gold also, so I think RulaZ has a decent basis here to get back to life. And I wonder if he wants to get another full main base, or if he if he's fine with the main base that he has, and he's pumping units, so he will have an army soon, and he's probably going to try to fight someone. Ooh, and Janker here with his army against just 3 heroes. Might be... Ooh. Oh, what a stab. That was an important staff here. And there
It
goes-
saves the heroes,
yeah.
but that's the base gone, I guess.
Yeah, there goes the mine. I mean, it has basically no more gold in it, but
Ooh.
still.
A player's forces are under attack.
Janka has 1 more base, right? Ah, 2 more bases, okay.
Town is under siege.
So he's not losing that much.
Yeah, he's smart. He left his gold mine from his main, so he didn't completely drain that out, whereas he got all the defenses, so he can come back to that later. If he needs that extra 2,000 gold, he's kind of sitting on that as like an extra little pot.
And Sheik is just... Sheik is TPing, mass TPing into his tank army, so he's willing to fight Janker.
Yep,
in
main
his
base battle.
And Janker nicely getting a demolisher. I think that's the best way for him to fight those tanks here. If he's not keeping him out of the fight though. Those human heroes are so scary already.
And the tanks are not too bad against the Wyvern either with barrage. So Janka maybe miscalculated this a little. Has to get out.
And tanks are just so insane, right? I mean, that they attack like all of these air units at once is just insane. Like you can, like a Wyvern in particular, like they are not that bad if they are fully buffed against those tanks and you can kite. But if those tanks are in your main base, like they just kill all those Wyverns in no time.
Yeah, Sheik taking this expansion at the bottom here too.
Yeah. Interesting.
'cause-
And RulaZ just took the expo here from Janker. So RulaZ picking the only enemy I think that he can fight here with his low hero levels.
Town is under siege.
And yeah, we probably going to see a fight. Janker definitely needs some time to heal. So this is the perfect timing for RulaZ to attack Janker, I think. If he really wants it.
I think he probably should get that
He
level
definitely
5 on
should.
your
He needs-
Archmage.
Yeah, he needs levels, and of course he wants. Ideally, he wants to get one other player out of the game. Otherwise, he's probably still the one who's closest to being defeated.
Town is under siege.
Oh, we got the first bats in. A lot of bloodlust and the fight. Okay, here goes.
Forces are under attack.
Tank still everywhere on Qwest.
And one thing I don't understand is what Qwest is doing with his buildings. So he has the most gold by a large margin, but he has almost no buildings left.
But that's Qwest, right? He's always
Yeah.
playing the strategy at the limit, and yeah, I think that's. I mean, that's definitely his biggest risk. The biggest risk for him here to just run out of buildings. But ooh, and RulaZ is killing the TC here of Janker and a lot of air units. So this is a nice, yeah, nice fight for him.
3 units still up. Dark Ranger still not 6.
Yeah,
Archmage also wants to desperately get 6.
another demolisher here for him, but
Sheik's heroes are chasing Qwest. Oh, he looks like he might have backed off now.
Double level up.
maybe
It's quite chaotic. I love it. Mastelli by Sheik trying to get some revenge over Qwest.
Forces are
yeah,
But is
especially-
RulaZ giving
yeah.
up on this?
I don't think he should. I think he should. It's best time to push in with all those wyverns being half HP. I mean, he has no more air units left, I guess, to really dive here. I think he should have, again, like, RulaZ is so hard, like, hardly committing to spellbreakers. I think he has, again, a few too many spellbreakers and should have gotten a bit more anti-air here. More gyros coming in though now.
That tank plus the mortar team was level 6, so finally some charm.
Yep, charm.
And that's the knight, I guess. Or the mortar team could also be quite nice here. He's a taking
Stormbreaker.
Stormbreaker. Interesting.
I can steal back Bloodlust, I guess, and Inner Fire and stuff.
Also potentially, the human here should consider to reskill to Blizzard. I think it's against this orc army, like it's perfect with this kind of siege. Like I think you ideally want to have Blizzard, and same for Sheik. Also, I mean he's level 8, so I guess it doesn't matter for him at this stage. But water elemental can be nice to mass teleport around, but with his tanks, Sheik doesn't really need the water elemental to do that. So I think Blizzard is a good option. Sheik doesn't. I mean, Sheik is just chasing heroes and buildings at this point, but RulaZ here taking the fight, not kiting
Not a
too
good
well.
fight, I don't think, for RulaZ anymore.
Yeah, he's not kiting with his gyros. Is he? No, he is. Imagine he had Blizzard here. Like, would be amazing.
He's going in now, though. He's killing quite some Wyvern.
Yeah.
And diving deep into towers and burrows.
And he could get level 6 with Archmage. That was a huge XP boost.
Yeah, I guess that's all he wants, right?
Yeah.
He wants to farm it, and then maybe things are getting too dicey. Control magic used on wards. That's nice. Yeah, that's level 6.
Maybe wants to get the Dark Ranger here. Would be nice to get level 5/5 at least on MK and Paladin.
Okay, so according to Qwest, we missed quite a bit on the right-hand side as well.
Yeah, I mean Qwest is always talking. Like I mean he's not trying to get an army, right? I mean he has basically no buildings. And I think, as you mentioned, Warpex, I think it's like, for my taste, he's playing it too risky. Of course it's easier with Night Elf to just hide buildings. And with UD you can easily just, I mean he has 30k gold, so he can easily, as long as he has acolytes, you can easily get like 20 further necropolises all over the map. And yeah, he's I mean he's trying to force those other 2 players to stop. So basically it's like a full reset for him, right? Like he says he's entirely dead, I have nothing, I can't face Sheik, so please help me. And basically for the other players, he's like at 0 gold, 0 buildings almost. But he's at 30k gold, so he's just trying to win time, stay in the game, and at some point, when everyone else is out of gold, he starts using his 30k in order to win the game. Like that's his long game plan here. But like we saw it backfiring in one of the previous rounds also, where LoLite used oh no, I always forget, was it FML or was it W3 Champions?
Was a War 3 Champions final. I think it was the grand final or semi-final, I'm not too sure, but there's no laps on this map, so this can't happen to him.
Exactly, yeah. Maybe that's why he picked it. Also, just because LoLite's last straw was to just finish off Qwest's last building with the Zappa cross map. And
glorious
I think
move.
Qwest had still a lot of gold still at that point.
Ooh, RulaZ calls out Qwest and reads him like a book, basically. Knows exactly what's up.
Yeah, and that's, I think we mentioned it during the semi-final cast, that trust is like a very valuable resource in FFA, and it's an additional burden if people don't trust you, don't trust what you say. And that's something like RulaZ is probably the most trustworthy player in this. Like I haven't seen him manapping a lot, and Qwest is definitely by far probably the least trustworthy player in this. And
that's
everyone
interesting
knows
because that transcends different games too. Like that can be that's throughout your whole career and the whole season. Like that's not something that's just this season or this match.
Exactly.
Like that's
why some players try to win as Dark Flame Master, right, and not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Human against human here.
I mean, if you're playing for 18 years like Qwest does, you backstab a lot of people, right? So
yeah. For sure.
That's why we don't have player names revealed. Not that it's not easy to figure out in some games, but you know.
Yeah, I assume players know by now. And RulaZ is also attacking Sheik now, instantly getting his Paladin surrounded, and now turning around, trying to take this fight, which I think is a mistake here. I don't think he can deal a lot of damage.
Nice Holy Light, they're going for each other's Archmages. Who wants to TP first?
Nice
round
round.
by RulaZ indeed.
Stop that.
Trying to mass telly.
Got it. Stopped it.
Oh.
Thanks. That's the real TP now.
Forcing the TP, nice staff on the priest. So yeah, nice micro here, losing just one priest. And yeah, so everyone is on Sheik now, which, yeah, that's what happens if you think back to the time in this game where he all of a sudden changed focus from Janker to Qwest. Like, this is the scenario, exactly the scenario that you want to avoid at all costs, being the dominant player early on. You want to avoid that it's still a 4-way after 1 hour or after 50 minutes, and that 3 players basically, like, you have a target on your back, and basically 3 players want to weaken you because you are perceived the strongest. It's much easier to be in that position if you're just facing 2 players and one is out of the game. And in this situation, like, very quickly she could become eliminated just because he's so strong, or perceived so strong here.
Yeah, it feels like compared to the semifinal and some earlier rounds, all 4 players have a very good idea of what's going on the entire map.
Yeah, and that's a great, that's maybe the most important thing almost in FFA. Like, more important than micro for sure is to know what's going on and have a good decision making. Like, decision making is, I guess, the most important skill. I mean, maybe it's in all game modes in Warcraft 3, but yeah, it definitely is in FFA. Like, you can be out of the game so quickly if you make a wrong decision at some point. Look at this message. Are we sure it's not Janker?
Maybe he wants to speak in his tongue or whatever.
Probably.
A town is under siege.
And there's so much mass TPing around here. Sheik is utilizing mass TP very well. But also he's in a defensive stand here. Now he's not attacking enemies anymore, but he's just trying to keep his expos alive. And
I'm a little confused. This game is going on for like an hour, and nobody complained yet how stupid this game is, and that we should all just quit.
I only saw someone writing in chat that it's like a car crash that you can't stop looking at.
I mean the players, like especially the games with Neutron. At some point everybody is writing, "Oh, this is just so stupid. That's not the way the game is meant to be played."
Yeah,
not the case here.
It's just
it's been a good game
different.
so far.
Yeah, and maybe people get more used to it, like especially being streamed on Back to Warcraft. I feel that really helped, and it will never be for everyone, but I'm always surprised reading through the YouTube comments of the Back to Warcraft videos. Like, of course, the ones that land in the FFA Masters League YouTube or Twitch channel are more likely to like FFA. But there are a lot of positive comments that I read in your channel. So,
but I rather meant the players on the map and not the people in the chat.
I thought you. Yeah. I mean, and that's why, like, usually the players that like hate this game more, or that like hate on this game more, like, are not. I mean, there are exceptions, I would say, but yeah, it's not unusual to have exits in FML seasons because people like get teamed out or like have stress with another player. So,
or get suicided by someone.
Yeah, we saw a lot of players exit.
It's also final though. I mean, there's no other match after this, so it's not like a semi-final where it's like, well, I'm out, whatever. This is the final. This is it. So if you can win it, awesome.
Yeah.
And there's no reason to leave because this is the last match of the season.
Right on.
If you win it, you win the whole thing, regardless.
We have a fight here, a very nice fight between RulaZ and Janker, and this is going great for RulaZ here. He's getting a lot of pickoffs, and I think it's even an advantage for him that his units got charmed here, so there's even more XP for him, and maybe the SH is going to die here. Oh no, nice hex. Oh, the TC. What is around? going to TP out, I guess. But now...
Has to, but never. Wait, there's a stumble. Oh. Yeah, RulaZ is farming him good, I feel. With every fight, he's getting a little further ahead in levels.
I think
He still has a good amount of gold too. He's got 10k gold, which is healthy.
Yeah, I think he's playing it. He's playing it well now, and of course, like if you look at the map, there are not that many mines anymore. And interestingly, the mines, and I think it was a strategical choice by Sheik to start mining in the bottom left and not in his own corner. So he has a lot of mines left around his main base, and yeah, Qwest is just trying to win more time here. He's not spending any gold. He's supply block actually, and he's joining forces with RulaZ now to fight Sheik here, or not? Is he?
Two heroes solo. Okay, now he gets it. TP out. Stormbolt was used, I think, and out he goes.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, in a final here, you never give up. I think it was season 12, if I remember correctly. Reno was, I think it was Reno. He was dead, and he had, I think, what, 2 or 3 Spellbreakers left, and that's all he needed to win the game.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
He was just hanging out for like an hour, and then all of a sudden he needed these 3 Spellbreakers to kill one building, and he got the win. And I believe it was Magadansky he was against, and he had destroyers, and obviously they couldn't touch the Spellbreakers.
Yeah, there are some amazing stories. Like that's a fun part about FFA. Like sometimes you have to wait hours for it to happen, but there are great comebacks, great situations late game where people win. Like it all comes down to one building, although like players had 50k gold at some point in some matches. So you never know when it's going to happen, but there are a lot of very unique and like a lot of very unique situations that you remember for a long time. And yeah, that definitely was one of them. And also it feels
every game is
just-
definitely completely different. Every single game is completely different.
Yeah, and it's a victory, just in case people might be interested. So there's no prize pool for FFA Masters League. So yeah, it's basically just for the honor. So you do not need to motivate people to win this. And I would still think that like it's like some of these players play a lot of FFA like since 2010, so they or even longer. So like it's obviously I have never won it, so I can only I do not know exactly how it feels to win it, but I guess it's a huge accomplishment to win a season and to get through it victoriously.
So the only person who's making money from FML is me, because I got a 10 euro donation by something. Thank you so much.
Our FFA Masters League Twitch channel has 1 subscriber, so I haven't checked
Making
who it is.
bank as well.
But yeah, we're making a bang. I mean, Warpack spends I guess all of it to keep the server alive that hosts our website.
Who runs the Twitch channel? I don't even know who runs the FML Twitch.
I do it. I do.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, of course we're not as active as you are, Neo. So of course you deserve your you deserve your buck.
We also have to endure the cast with RulaZ, so I think it's fair.
It's fair. It's fair. Speaking of which, what is he up to? Is he still? Oh, he's on Janker again. Oh, he's still on Janker. I think there was a chance for it to stop.
Janker seemed quite annoyed by now.
Wanted to pee in your face, but now he's walking. I'm not sure what's the point of that.
Yeah, Junker's starting to get into this position where he's like kind of become like the dark horse of the match, where he can influence the outcome, but he really can't win, which is kind of a... He's not only he's there yet, he still has 10k gold, but he's getting close to that point where it's going to be tough for him to really win the match, but he will decide who does take the match win.
Yeah, typical orc, like in this situation, like typical orc dilemma where you don't really know what to do because you don't really have the goal to like dominate the match. You know you can't really hide as well as the other players, so a base race is not in his interest. And he can't really take a hero arena fight here against those high-level human heroes. Maybe like this is a fight he can win still with the Tauren here. And ooh, wow, what a staff!
Oh, wow.
13 HP. But now, yeah, there is a TP on the.
Pally, let's go. Let's get out.
Do you think? I mean, I think it's always hard to say because people get teamed for playing double race, but I don't know. I think it might be an option, or would have been an option for Janker to just transition to human, or I don't think undead would have been a good option, but to human, potentially, at least to get some casters. But maybe not. I mean, it's not something you can usually do with 10k gold. But if you get up to 20k, I definitely think it's a good option to at least get some buildings of the other race.
Junker's on RulaZ now.
Sheik is on RulaZ here, you mean?
Oh, sorry, Sheik.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting. Like Sheik is all over the place. Like Sheik is on everyone here.
He's not making any friends this game, that's for sure.
This is the playstyle I remember from Sheik, where he just fought everyone, and he's an amazing micro, amazing player, but ended up burning himself out, like gold-wise, towards the end of the game. And that's kind of where he's at here. He's only at 77.5k gold, and this match is not anywhere close to being done.
Yeah, I think I mean, from what I saw, he was playing it more calm, especially late game, but also he played Orc, and I'm not sure, maybe it's just different with human, I don't know. But I would say, like, from seeing this here, I would definitely think Qwest is, while it may not seem that way, I think Qwest is in the best position here. Like, seems almost dead, has by far most gold. Qwest has as much gold as all other players combined. Even more, right? 27k. That's more gold than all the other players combined. And he has his levels, so he doesn't need to take any fights now. And so all Qwest needs to do is stay alive somehow and let the other players burn their gold.
It feels like nobody's calling him out for that as well. It might be the first 10 minutes where something slips from the others because they're so busy fighting each other.
But it's also tricky to punish it, right? Like, very tricky, because all you can do is, I mean, if you do not want, I mean, I guess you may want him out of the game because it's such a risk for him to have that much gold. We do see a fight here, two against one.
They also probably don't realize how much gold he's got.
Yeah,
they know he's been fighting all
exactly.
game. They know he was surrounded. The fact that he has 30k, in my mind, is ridiculous. Like, I don't think I would have ever expected that.
I think I would have expected 20 still, potentially, but still, like, how do you punish it, right? You can't force him, like, someone without a main base cannot be teamed really well, so you can try to get him out of the game, but that's all you can do. Like, you cannot really fight him because he has no army, you cannot kill his main base because he doesn't have one, so the only option is to really get him out of the game. And that's a risk, because as soon as you try to finish him here, he will, like, man-at the hell out of you and try to kill your buildings behind your back. So yeah, it's super hard to face this playstyle, I think. And so far, because of course in a final game players are like much more skilled, and usually there's no player in the game who doesn't realize what Qwest is doing. And I think all players are aware here that Qwest is not as dead as he may, as he wants them to think he is. And that was the paladin here of RulaZ. So he played with fire here, attacking Sheik.
No TP on the Mountain King either. Mountain King's down.
Yeah, Mountain
That's
King too.
expensive.
Yeah.
And RulaZ's only on like 6k.
Yeah, and he's getting a full main base here again, and I'm not sure if that's... Honestly, if I was him, like, why is it really worth getting, like, investing your last 6k gold and likely like, there's no more gold for him to get here to mine. Like, do you really want to invest that into an army? I don't think so. Like, what's an army going to do for you here? Like, he's going for 2 Griffin aviaries. So even if he can get one more army, like one more 100 supply army with Griffins, like, it's not going to win him the game. And after that, he will be totally out of gold. So I think at this stage, I would like to see him keeping a 6k and just stacking all his heroes and yeah, play it differently, but without units.
Some of it would also be stolen, for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Sheik is kind of rebuilding. Is he going Gargs now with triple crypt?
Ooh, the MK here probably has to get staffed in a bit of Sheik.
Oh.
Yeah, and great point. Yeah, pumping units into Dark Ranger is also not that good of an option if you don't have unlimited gold.
Archmage is getting disabled all over. That's quite some losses for Sheik. Down to 67. Can finally get out.
Perfect fight for Janker. Look how much he killed.
Yeah.
Like, that was great for him. Almost level 6 TC. So everyone got his levels here.
Vorpex with the sub. What a legend.
A player's forces are
Thank you, mate. I let you work and you pay me. Perfect.
It was Amazon Prime sub, so I don't know how much that actually gives you.
Same as a normal sub, man. Much appreciated.
Oh, good.
When was the last time nobody was fighting? I can't remember.
Yeah, it's really...
We got a
thanks
battle
to-
over here.
Yeah. Thanks to Sheik,
That's
we
really bad.
really have a lot of action here. I think Sheik is the main driver, really. I mean, everyone is... Janker is also playing it very actively, I think. RulaZ, of course, had to stay passive for some time. So really the only one who's intentionally sitting is Qwest. But Sheik and Janker are... And I think that's what I don't think I mentioned it earlier this cast, but I was hoping for Sheik and Janker to really play actively, because yeah, there was no way Qwest would pick this map and just try to be active all game.
He already has some workers in position in case he's getting attacked somewhere. I think 4 in total.
Yeah, I don't know if it was mentioned before, but 100 gold here for Junker. Or 100 upkeep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably his last 100 supply here. I don't think he... Yeah. I mean, he has 8k gold still, but especially as Orc, I don't think he wants to invest his last bit of gold into units.
Yeah, you might need that to revive heroes.
Yeah. His heroes will die, I think, at some point. Like, it's so hard to keep them alive. And I don't like the way he's... Like, all the slippers of agility on the Dark Ranger, I would definitely swap it against Perips. There are Perips available, and I think it's so valuable to have them. And I'm not sure what those slippers of agility are doing for you at this point here. Oh, he's TPing home.
Yeah.
Oh,
don't
he saw the knight here of Sheik. So I think
Sweet. Anticipating the mass TP. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
and Sheik does it nonetheless. And this is very, very dangerous for Janker.
This is dangerous for both of them.
Yeah, but I mean...
Only 10k gold left on Sheik. He does not have that much
Ooh,
gold.
and Big Bad Voodoo here. Uh-oh.
Sheik loses this army, or a lot of this army. It's going to be tough to rebuild all of it.
Yeah, and this is... I mean, he's killing some buildings, I guess, but... This is great, like, one of the best Big Bad Voodoos I've maybe ever seen. Like,
I was about to say, like, this was the first time I see Big Bad Voodoo being really, really useful.
I mean, in FFA it sometimes can be, but you really, especially against MK, I have never seen it being used so well. Like, that was a perfect perfect blocking here by his units.
Tanks against Wyvern again. Would love to get some healing. Of course, nice Pally ultimate as well.
But
So
he's
Sheik is
still-
back at around 80.
Yeah, he's 80 against 88 here. Of course, the tanks are still killing a lot of burrows, so it's annoying.
DR.
Yeah, that Ranger is out of potions, but Sheik has to get out, and he's losing all of his units.
Massive storm feeding off these griffins as well.
I think Sheik is massively underestimating Qwest's gold.
Yeah,
He's going to be in trouble.
yeah, and Qwest has a main base now, so he used his time wisely here. Oh,
Dark Ranger!
Oh, that was...
He's going to fall down under 50.
And they read like Qwest chat just to appear in chat and not be like, sometimes it helps to just appear in chat and also at the same time try to raise the important, like try to make points, right? DR already, like the Dark Ranger already level 6, just asking, like not suggesting that it is, but just, oh, maybe he's just suggesting it, but he's just asking. And like he's like, none of those moves are accidents. It's all intentional. And honestly, I'm a bit surprised Qwest is already going to 100 supply here. I wasn't expecting it to happen this early. I think he was not under pressure to get 100 supply here. Might try to hide it, but interesting. I mean, those other players can easily still stop him if they realize how strong he is.
It's getting the longer they wait, the harder it's going to be.
Exactly, yeah. And that's why I was thinking, I mean, there was no need for Qwest here to get an army at this point. I mean, he waited for so long, why not wait like 20 minutes longer?
Well, there was nothing else to mine, so it's time to do it.
You think so? I think it's a risk because the other players were still burning gold. I would have only started to do it as soon as they piece, or as soon as it seems they... I mean,
Yeah.
they are... Okay, they are trying to...
With how aggressive everyone's been in this game, I think, going earlier is probably better. You don't want to get caught.
Yeah.
You don't want to get caught losing the game with 26k gold.
True. Yeah, and he was almost out of buildings earlier, intentionally, I guess, but still. So yeah, it makes sense. I'm just saying. I mean, I think it's still like I would have expected it to happen a bit later, even. And another fight here between RulaZ and Sheik, and yeah, there's not much to win here.
Ooh, Archmage, got a TP
Why is
that.
he not using his? Now he is.
Ooh, good heal.
Yeah. Sheik is just, he's smelling blood everywhere. He's just chasing people around the map.
Yeah, he's trying to 3 versus 1 this game, and that never works in free-for-all, especially not in a final.
Yeah. Also, Sheik is almost not... almost not chatting. I mean, he's chatting a bit, but not that much.
Did Qwest just show his army?
Yeah, he's flying towards RulaZ now. Like looking at his main base, it seems he just like pumped random units out of all his buildings. Some meat wagons, banshees, and necromancers, some acolytes.
Well, there are a lot of towers,
Ooh,
so it's
and a
probably
death and decay here. Interesting. Not getting cancelled by Sheik, I guess.
He working with Sheik now? I don't remember that.
Seems
What the
like
hell?
And this is why towers are just not that worth it.
oh, the sleep on the MK. It's so nasty. All these towers. That's why like towers are. Unless you're like the very dominant player and it really helps you to win the game. Towers are just a waste of resources usually. Like those towers were doomed when you build them. So I think it can be tempting to build towers, but unless you're playing like a ladder match, it's really not useful to get towers in this situation, I think.
Yeah, well, that's an interesting point because ladder is very different from competitive free-for-all, so it's hard to really get that experience to know.
Ooh, and a four-way
Oh, we
fight
got a
here.
4-way battle.
No way, what the hell? Okay.
Janka
Janka
doesn't
gets
want
out
to.
immediately. Archmage TP's out as well. Might be a chance for the Pally here now. Yep, he's kind of left alone. Gets out last second.
I like how Janka walked in just to TP out instantly. Walked in and then clicking TP, realizing he was not in a good place. RulaZ, I like that RulaZ did not invest his last gold into units. He got the production buildings, but he did not invest it. I think that's really good for him. So, yeah, just needs to make sure he stays alive. And we see now, I mean, Qwest wants to finish RulaZ because RulaZ is the easiest one to be defeated here. And then potentially Qwest feels confident to face both other players at the same time. But Qwest needs to make sure they cannot team him 3v1.
Oh,
Janka on Sheik here.
Janka is still going at it.
Janka is on every...
Janka is trying to 3 versus 1.
Yeah, I mean, Janka is just going for it here. One Spellbreaker dying.
No, he's not going after RulaZ.
Ooh, and Qwest is... Oh. Interesting.
Got Shade Party over here.
Sheik seems not to be happy with the entire situation for like 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, but I think it's his own fault. I think, again, like, I'm really happy he plays this way because this is turning... Like, it would be awful for us if all 4 players will play here like Qwest does. So it's amazing to have, like, the player with mass TP being the active one, because that's, like, of course, with mass TP, like, he can TP around the map, and that's the... Like, you don't even have to wait for someone to move across map, like to walk across map to see a fight. So I think it's awesome to see an active human player with mass TP, but I don't see him winning this game, to be honest, unless they really start to team Qwest at some point, and I don't really see that.
Yeah, Qwest did such a good job of hiding his gold count.
Yeah.
But I think that's what's going to get him the win. If the game stays like this and they don't turn on him.
Yeah.
Although again, he doesn't have very many buildings. He can get
RulaZ
wiped
loses
out.
the Archmage, maybe? No TP, only Holy Light?
Yeah, this
Uh-oh.
match is toast. Oh,
Oh, staff,
Oh,
but
bad TP.
no!
Oh, wow.
Oh, Holy Light, so
Could-
sick!
oh, double staff, so it's healing even quicker now. Look at the heal rate.
I didn't know that
That's
stacked.
Yeah, it's stacked.
ridiculous!
You can do it a couple of times and it will always like heal even quicker.
What?
So
He saves him like this!
that was super fun. Might
Okay,
die.
I didn't know that.
Might die nonetheless, so
Way to kill the hype, high tech.
yeah.
But no, he saves him, right?
Hmm,
He
yeah,
saves
he
it
saved
all.
Yeah, he saved it.
Good job here. And it's impressive how RulaZ caught up in levels almost. I mean, of course, his Paladin is still far behind, but he's decent levels.
Town is under siege.
Oh, Janka coming in. Super stacked Archmage with all the parry-ups. Actually hard to kill this AM. 6 staff dodging the storm.
But Paladin staff on cooldown now, so the MK might die here if he chases.
Yeah, he's not going after RulaZ, which is smart. You don't want to have too many enemies at one time.
Yeah. It's so crazy how Qwest stays under the radar here. Like, no one cares for him, really. And Qwest is making sure that... I mean, of course, RulaZ is probably caring for Qwest here, because Qwest...
Ooh, Archmage. It's alright.
Oh, yeah, that's...
It's
Is
not alright.
Janka diving too deep here? I feel this is a very risky attack into all these towers.
Didn't
DC
lose
can
much.
die once. No, Qwest's making a move once again.
Qwest just wants RulaZ out. Like, that's Qwest's number one. Qwest wants RulaZ out without raising too many eyebrows here.
Ooh, Archmage.
The Archmage dies.
He, yeah. He can use a TP, but man, again, Janka diving deep. Resurrection triggered.
Ooh,
Big Bad Voodoo again. Oh,
Yeah,
Holy
but this
Light is ready.
Just for the Archmage kill, this is like
Yeah.
not worth it at all. It's his last army, and he's losing
Exactly.
a lot here and risking to lose the SH, I guess. Okay, he's TPing out now.
Didn't even get the kill. Yeah, this wasn't worth it.
I think this could have ended much, much worse for Janker. He could have lost a lot there, like at least 20, 30 supply.
Or disconnected.
Yeah, I mean, that can still happen, but I still wonder if, I mean, in the semifinal, I think maybe he got kicked too quickly. I'm not sure if it could have worked, but if he used mobile internet to just use the reconnect feature of flow bots, maybe it would have worked. I'm not sure, but let's just hope it's like not going to happen again. So we have Sheik, and that's what I was mentioning. So Sheik is not burning through his last gold here. And I think that's something he did some years ago still. So he's now, like, he's not just blindly pumping more units. So I think Sheik is like going to play more carefully now. And maybe that's a good opportunity here for him to realize how strong Qwest really is. And yeah, Qwest is down to...
Is it too late?
I don't think so. I mean, they can easily team Qwest down if they want to. And Qwest is doing a great job just trying to keep attention away from him. Like, he's just playing the helper, the good samurai here.
I think the race combo would be quite good to team him down because we got Stormbolt, Holy Light, Charm, Stormbolt, Holy Light again. So that's a lot of damage. That might be a lot of kills and steals, especially on worms.
Yeah, he would have no chance if they would really start to team him 3v1. 2v1, I think they will have a very hard time if they have no more gold and he still has like 10k. Then I think it becomes really hard for them to win. But we'll see. I mean, this is far from over and anyone has a chance here, but of course RulaZ is in a tricky spot. And I'm really impressed that Janker kept this army alive for so long. He made a lot of, like, he made the most out of it, I think.
Okay, now he sees the base of Qwest for the first time in forever.
A player's forces are under attack.
So...
Uh-oh, now he's gonna manip that he sees the base.
yeah. Good call by RulaZ. I think a really good call.
Is under siege.
And yeah, I think Janker knows. Maybe Sheik needed that hint. And yeah, Qwest and Sheik really want RulaZ out, it seems. And yeah, a worm of Qwest stolen here. So probably, yeah.
Whoop.
Yeah, 2 wyverns gone, so not worth it for Janker to lose that, but a bit
You got a
surprised.
worm though.
Yeah, true.
A worm's worth it.
A bit surprised that Sheik is, I mean, it's never wrong, I would say, to finish a player in this situation, unless you really don't think you can win anymore against, in this case, Qwest. But it's risky here. I think they should at least weaken Qwest and then maybe have another look.
Sheik is really not agreeing. Still teaming. Okay, has to get out now.
And
Think you
Janker
take
is
her for the raid?
Janker is not microing perfectly. It's not easy with all those units. Like, he has units of like different races. You look at Janker's army here. It's like casters, bats. Yes,
Breakers, worms.
A worm in there. Yeah, it's so orc armies alone are in FFA at least the most difficult thing to micro, I would say. And with other units on top of that, I think it's like, I guess, the worst. And you don't even have like one click. Like, Blade Master damage that you can just like try to focus down enemy heroes, but he really needs to micro and pick off units.
Oh, are they going for Qwest now? Yeah, they're going for Qwest.
Ooh,
I didn't see them
Sheik
discussing
agrees.
that in chat.
Yeah, Sheik agrees, right? For the first time. Finally realized this.
I mean, they have to, and that's I think Qwest. I really while I don't enjoy watching his strategy, I really like his strategy as a way to win the game. But I think he pumped an army too quickly. I think it's he could have stayed under the radar for so much longer, and I think that could have been a free victory for him. But now, I don't know. This could look very dire for him very quickly.
Yeah, you might be right.
Oh, man.
Losing
Big
the
fight
first turn
coming.
here.
Gotta
This is
keep
gonna
those
be
worms
crazy.
back.
What is Sheik going to do here? Is he... Sheik is...
Could actually backstab. He's attacking rulers at the moment.
Yeah, but I'm not
DK
sure if that's
DT down.
actually... Is it? Actually... Oh, Death Knight dying.
Yep. Infernal dropped okay, but I don't think that can make up for it. TC slept. Healed immediately. Well done. Heal ward in the back. Not attacked for a long time.
And this is the second four-way fight. I really love to see it. Like, it's so crazy. And Paladin might die. Wow, what is
Step
that?
out.
And Sheik is
Yeah,
on
good
Yanka. Sheik is on Yanka here. So,
True. That rat, little backstabber. So Qwest is still alive. Dropped a bit, but not too much. Not
it's-
spending much gold either. Still 21k.
yes, it's still basically 2-on-2 here. But I'm not sure if Sheik is... I don't know why Sheik is doing that. I think there's no need for him to stay on the side of Qwest. I think it's nice. It was a good, and Lelu says it here in chat. I think it was a good call for him to be here and potentially get some pickoffs, be it off Qwest or one of the other players. Doesn't matter. But I think to actively fight on Qwest's side is not the correct call here.
Well,
Maybe,
the countrymen
yeah.
sticking together.
Yeah, maybe if I would say if like half of this undead base here at the top right dies, I think at some point, okay, maybe if you want to keep him in game, which I don't think there's a reason usually to do that. Like the beauty is if you are the one to, like the downside of being on your own when you try to like erase someone's main base is that like it can turn against you very quickly and the player can either team up against you or can like suicide you. But if you're just one of many players, one of multiple players who's attacking a main base, then it's much harder to like, or usually you do not get avenged as hard. So it's a great opportunity for Sheik to just get pickoffs, and instead he's helping Qwest. Interesting. And I'm also surprised by Yanker and RulaZ that they are not calling out Sheik for what he just did.
Yeah, they kind of said it's 2-on-2, but that's about it. Very polite.
A player's forces are under
This could backfire so quickly if RulaZ and like Yanker could lose all of his units in no time here, and
Yeah.
Yanker really needs these units to have a chance still. I do think.
Oops, now High Tech is attacking Yanka for a bit. Dark Ranger, gotta get out. Yeah, this didn't work.
High Tech?
Either. What? High Tech? What? No, RulaZ. What did I say? You know, long day, long cast.
You got me. You
Small
got me.
brain.
I was playing all along.
a player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, these two goals didn't really accomplish much. Like 3k gold, maybe?
There's only one gold mine left on the map. Do we know how much gold that is in that?
I don't think much.
so.
I don't think much.
Okay, so what we've got is what we got.
Yeah, gold
Yep.
rush is over. And I'm very surprised often, not only in this match but also in previous matches, how quickly gold rush gets mined out. I feel it gets mined out more quickly than other maps with A similar number of expos.
I think that's the whole point of the map, though. Is if there's a lot of gold mines, but they're low gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that rush.
But not all of them have low gold. Like the middle ones have 15k. So it's I think it's a mix. But the outer ones have, right? So.
Going after Junker now.
So yeah, another 2-on-2 fight here.
Yeah, definitely looks like it. We got some bloodlust in. Oh, massive AoE. Heal wave is there to the rescue, trying to go for the hero again. Stomp, TP or kill. Oh, kill it is. And Big Bad Voodoo once again, third time. That's some losses here. But RulaZ gonna be careful.
Junker's looking really good on the micro department. Really strong.
Yeah.
Really strong micro on his part.
And he's the only one who has to micro something, basically. Like, the other ones are only there with heroes, and he's the... I mean, Qwest has some Gargs here and a Destroyer, but it's basically only Junker with units, and...
Ooh, Pelly! What an unfortunate staff! Oh, no!
Yeah, and both staffs on cooldown, so couldn't go for, like, the double staff.
This is only Town Hall? There's even another Town Hall somewhere.
He's building an altar here. No,
That's
I think
it,
that's his last town hall, so he has to get another. He has enough gold, but I hope for him that he realizes to get another one before the reveal. It can quickly happen if you have buildings spread out all over the map that you don't realize that something was your last of something.
Well, it still displays a message, right?
If you get revealed, yeah, but in this situation, I mean, they really want to get him out, right? So it's not... I don't think it's in his... It's playing in... Like, Junker knows that RulaZ is in the weakest position, and Sheik and Qwest don't care, so I don't really think it's... Like, since it's 4-way, I think there's no point for him to get revealed. It's only disadvantage, I think.
Yeah.
If it was a 3-way, for sure, at this point, like, if you can use reveal as like a manip to signal how weak you really are, but yeah, only a 3-way to force someone to peace with you. In this situation, like, no one is really forced to peace with anyone, I guess. I mean, they should probably peace up, maybe peace to weaken Qwest, but we'll see. And it's just so hard to weaken this undead base. It's so painful. I mean, at least he has Dark Ranger to charm units, but yeah.
And nothing similar to Death or Decay, no big siege units, no tanks.
And
But for the first time, we got less than 20k gold.
Yeah.
Sheik is going after the fortress.
Yeah, and that fortress is likely going to die here.
Is that too important, though, if you still have Great Halls?
I would say for potions, yeah.
Just for rebuilding in general, if you lose any of these other buildings, you can't easily rebuild without the fortress.
Yeah, I mean, he has 1.5k, so I guess in his situation, it's not the most important thing anymore. But I would say it's okay in this situation, because, like, if he's apparently giving up his main base anyways, then it's okay. I guess potions will be like the main, with like his gold count. I think potions might be his main concern. Has he switched on formation movement by accident? It looks like it, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
Like
4 water elementals? Okay, didn't realize
It's the worst if you, like, if you don't watch your army and it's such a huge army and you realize, like, too late. But I think you realize now. Yeah, I think you realize.
It looks a lot different. Yeah. Okay, we're hiding some buildings, but also tanks across. Janka charmed to shade. I only see this now.
I think this is the last Great Hall.
Oh.
If he loses this, that might be trouble for him, but he might save it. Nope. Oh no, he does another Great Hall. Sorry.
Yeah, and Janker is accusing Sheik of. Yeah, Janker is accusing Sheik of wrong decision.
Personal
making here.
grudge. Yeah. Ah, there's another Great Hall. And another.
And also, yeah,
He's got 2, but they're gonna fall quick.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah. And not only is there not that much gold left here, and also in some other matches, on other maps we see items that can be sold for a lot of gold. Here, these items are not that valuable, so there's really, if players are out of gold here, there's really not that much left for them. And another big bad voodoo
Bad
here.
voodoo.
Maybe a bit prematurely.
Yeah.
Qwest is
Ooh,
really struggling
the
to think
DK.
the army from Junker.
The DK
Wow.
forced into a TP. Able
More
to
gold
TP.
then. Also some air units taken out, but also a destroyer falling. 18k gold left.
And Qwest is the
But that's-
puppet master here. It's just like Sheik is at this stage
Dead.
is, yeah, Sheik is a bit of a Qwest puppet here in at least in this situation. Qwest is not losing much. Like he's just letting Sheik play for him. Ooh, Sheik, what's he doing?
Oh, careful, Storm.
Dying here, that's not good.
Focus. Not sure if it's enough. No.
Ooh, a bolt could have killed that Archmage very quickly. I
Feels
think
like the
yeah.
teaming of Bianca and High Tech has a few more effects than like 7 minutes ago.
I'm,
get
I'm not
something.
teaming. I'm not teaming with anyone, but
Did I say High Tech again? Come on, what's wrong with my brain?
no.
RulaZ and Bianca, damn it! I gotta do a posting.
I'm
right
honored
here.
that you think I could play in this final.
Ah, you're that
but-
damn good, High Tech. I always knew it.
A player's
But
forces are under
I
attack.
think Sheik, maybe just because he has his main base still, feels. I think maybe that's why he overestimates his strength here, is because he thinks potentially, yeah, I'm the only one who hasn't lost main base still. I have 5k gold, highest hero levels, so maybe that's why he sees himself in the best position. But I don't know. I mean, I really don't understand why he has any interest to save Qwest from dying. Like, if I was Sheik, I kind of...
Well-
yeah.
I wonder if he thinks he can't take on this Orc army.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, he should feel confident that he can finish. I mean, he finished some of these Orc buildings, so I think the only player that he should be certain he can't face is Qwest. So,
So Qwest is he now backstabbing?
no. I like...
Sheik backstabbing?
I don't think so.
A player's forces are under attack.
I would like to see it, but I don't think he does. And also, it's very... like...
I mean, he wrote it.
he did? Okay.
Yeah. I go Qwest. I don't want chat wars.
I mean, usually it's frowned upon to attack a player 3-on-1. Like, that's usually only the last resort if you're really sure that that's the only way to have a chance still.
I mean, it is probably the only chance, isn't it? But we'll see now where the hammer falls on Yanka. Okay, that's the clear answer. What a backstep again by Sheik. Nasty play. Huge fight everywhere. I got no clue what's going on. We got Bloodlust and Wyvern fighting each other. Heroes falling. I think the DK died again. But level 8 and 8 now for the rest. And Yanka is losing a lot here.
But Qwest also. Qwest is losing a lot of worms here. I mean, he can afford it, but... yeah, he's losing quite some units.
SH is in trouble. TC might be in trouble.
I
RulaZ
guess,
is still in
yeah.
full HP.
Yeah, maybe if Janker loses all his units, that's an opportunity for them to make Sheik realize how weak they really are. And yeah, RulaZ is going for Qwest's Dreadlord, while on the left side, Janker is still fighting. And TC is using the ultimate. MK entirely out of mana. Probably going to get staffed out in a second here.
Pretty sick save on that Dreadlord, actually. Potion into anti-magic against that nuke. Now Sheik in trouble with the Mountain King, but he has a million Holy Lights.
Yeah, it's so pointless to even try to fight it. Like, staffs are ready, so even if you get him to low HP, you're only going to lose. Like, you're at risk of losing something. A human with decent micro will never lose a hero in that situation.
Okay, Janka lost 50 supply roundabout. Got some hero levels ready, but that's about it. Almost no army anymore, mostly breakers.
Yeah, and he's heavily
No
supply
worms,
blocked
right?
also, so Janka really can't lose a hero here. Or he is, like, he needs to sell stuff, sell items. He has 1k gold, so I don't know.
A town is
It's, yeah, it's tricky. I mean, Janka is charming Qwest's units, and Sheik is like getting charmed by Qwest as a whole. So Sheik really, like, look at him here. He's just waiting in front of Qwest's main base to like to protect it. It's like
This is the
saving-
way. Charm your way back. And yeah, of course, Qwest could sell all these buildings, as they point out, rightfully so. And now Sheik is back in Qwest corner. And RulaZ is getting caught here. Is Janka there? Oh, he is. Another 2-on-2, but not for long. Archmage in trouble. Gets out. Ultimate Avatar, not bad. Takes out another Garg. No TC ult. Oopsie, careful. Archmage in trouble, getting Holy Lit as well. Nice silence by Janka.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was close with the Infernal. Oh my god, Pally staffed out. That could have been a kill on RulaZ.
And again, we have two fights here with two players on one side and two players on the other side. It's so nice.
Shadowhunter babysitting that TC. Invo potion transferred. There. Oh, there's no.
Ooh, no ultimate.
Keep and no ultimate indeed. Little greedy with the potion.
Oh, and the SH
and Janka's totally
Oh.
falling apart.
And yeah, maybe. I mean, let's see if Sheik at some point. I mean, Sheik. Yeah, let's see.
$16k on Qwest. RulaZ has all the heroes. But Janka is supply block. Can't get the heroes back and leaves. He's out.
He's leaving. Yeah, I mean, I think he had a chance still, but it's, yeah, of course, it looked very grim for him. And let's see. I mean, now Sheik is really forced to. And look at Qwest. He wants to peace.
Wow.
He instantly wants to peace with Blue, just to be the first to peace with him.
That can't work though. I mean,
from RulaZ's position, like RulaZ doesn't really know how strong either of these players are, because he was just hiding all of the time. And he, like, sometimes you have to fight someone, like you have to fight two players over the course of the game to like get a feeling for how much gold they have. I think for RulaZ it's extremely hard in this position I think he probably has an idea that Qwest has some gold still, but
I mean, he knows that there's a huge base for Qwest.
yeah, but I mean, look at Sheik's base. I mean, if you see Sheik's base, like, it doesn't look like, I mean,
But
yeah.
Sheik can't sell his base.
That's true, but I mean, even if, yeah, I mean, Sheik has the higher hero level still, so I think if you're RulaZ, like, you can't face either of these players, so you have to weaken both of them. So the question is, like, with which do you start? And it seems the humans are going to team up now, and I think that's definitely the best. I mean, if I was RulaZ, I would definitely team up with Sheik here, knowing that Sheik is not really known to hide armies and to hide a lot of gold. And Qwest is, so I think it's exactly the right decision. And here at the bottom left, we already see Sheik starting to finish off proxy buildings of Qwest.
Okay, not bad.
Mass
And of
copters.
course-
He's rich. Yeah. That Qwest needs to do everything to appear weak in this situation and to make Sheik appear strong.
I mean, he got a Dreadlord against that. It's not that bad.
Yeah, and
RulaZ is fine.
yeah, exactly as RulaZ said. I mean, he wants to make sure that both of these players have no more main base. So, and of course, that might still be good for Qwest here because he can get up a new main base more quickly, and he's willing to fight this, as it seems, with all of these worms. And of course, there's no Dark Ranger anymore, and
Yeah.
for Qwest, that's huge relief.
And pretty good for him that the gyrocopters aren't here. Archmage's in trouble. He really wants Sheik heroed out. There's a TP, of course. Should be. RulaZ is taking on a Banshee and has some issues with that already. So TP out.
Yeah, and does he realize? Yeah, he doesn't realize Sheik TP'd out. So might be forced into a TP also here.
You killed all Gargs, GG. 14k left.
A town is under siege.
Oh yeah, I agree with Lilwami here in chat, who's saying that Sheik is making a mistake producing units. I mean, I think it's always good to preserve like 3k gold, so I think Sheik is still fine, but yeah, Sheik should not spend his last 3k to build units that are likely going to die, and like you really need gold, especially on this map, to revive a hero and to build buildings all over the map. And 3k gold vanished quite quickly.
Not much, yep.
And it's still
So a couple of buildings going down. But
okay, wow, and RulaZ is teaming up with Qwest now, so RulaZ wants to weaken both players apparently, but I mean, of course you can't know, but I mean, Qwest was not really weakened, so I'm not sure if I agree with this decision, and could quickly backfire.
Sheik also building knights against 3 worms. Man, these gyros have to connect big time when there's no carrion swarm.
And the Dreadlord is so scary, so... And yeah, I mean, RulaZ is now also getting attacked, of course, by Sheik here, as... yeah. I'm not sure. I'm undecided whether I agree with RulaZ's decision to at least... I mean, at some point he needs Sheik's buildings to disappear. At least half of them, I would say. But Qwest is just so strong. It's so much gold still, 92 supply.
Down to 11k, so he was spending quite a bit. But yeah, rebuilding this army.
I don't like Qwest's decision to get more Gargs, I think. It can be killed too quickly, I feel. It's... like, if you're Qwest, why not go for 100 supply worms? Like, there's nothing to stop you anymore, I think. Like, there are not enough gyros. Maybe he doesn't know that at this point, but... I think Qwest with 100 supply worms here is, like... It's probably not going to lose it anymore.
RulaZ almost lost one of his last peasants. Had to save that, so he's far away. Sheik is doing a decent job cleaning buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just more Gargs. But yeah, there's also not too much to stop them, right? There's gyros and there's a little bit of blizzard, but...
Yeah, he can only single target, like he can focus out some of these units with bolt and stuff, but like doing that with worms is not that easy.
Ooh. Okay, those were 2 griffins about to die. Expensive. Ultimate used. That should be it.
Yeah, and
A town is
Sheik is like I think Sheik is now doing the mistake we hope he would not. Like he's pumping more units, and that is a huge mistake now. Not only are those units going to be completely useless, like what is a tank going to do for you right now? Like nothing. And Qwest uses it as a man-up against you because I mean, of course, you signal that you still have some gold. Yeah, so.
a town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Qwest wants to be aggressive. RulaZ wants to... RulaZ. Yeah, RulaZ. Oh my god, now I'm saying the right thing and think it's the wrong thing. That's how far it's taken me. Wants to play defensively because he has, of course, only a couple of buildings left.
Yeah.
It takes out quite some gyros, though.
Yeah, it's hard for RulaZ. Like in this situation, you need to weaken both players, but you don't really know where to start because both are so much stronger than you are in this situation.
Player's forces are under attack.
And I read in chat, I mean, that's in the Back to Warcraft Twitch chat that like some people don't like it because it's always this teaming. And like that's of course a huge argument against FFA, but like FFA can't really work without any teaming unless you always want like an instant free win. Like you have to balance the game back and forth, and you are in FFA you are always up against like multiple times your resources. So unless like there are games where some players can win from start to finish, but in many games you are just forced to team up with another player to have a chance still. The only alternative would be to just leave the game, and I mean that's not the point. So yeah, teaming is not pre-teaming, but teaming is and will always be part of FFA.
I'm not too sure if I should believe a 15-year FFA veteran like you or Twitch chat, to be honest.
Yeah, it's
hard,
in doubt.
hard to make a
Always
call.
listen to Twitch chat.
That was RulaZ's last town hall, right?
Yeah, I think this is Qwest is in such a dominant position, and I mean, RulaZ basically just attacked Sheik like one time, but that was enough for Sheik to justify an attack on RulaZ, and RulaZ really can't afford to lose buildings, so RulaZ is almost out of this game, and Qwest could even just try to finish RulaZ now. I don't think he will do that because he doesn't want to. I mean, he's happy with RulaZ still perceiving Sheik as strong, but yeah, the Qwest is playing this extremely well.
As so often, he might have fallen in all War 3 Champions Grand Finals.
Yeah.
But when it's FML, he's a different beast.
Interesting. I mean, Qwest has certain players that like don't let him win, I would say. But none of the players that he faced here, except maybe Yanker, I think is... I guess Sheik has played him plenty of times also in some of the goodgame.ru competitions, but none of the players here really held a grudge against Qwest, I think. And in previous finals and playoff matches, there was always at least one player who really didn't let Qwest get to a high gold count, or at least let the teaming late game.
Okay, Sheik trying now to do some damage, but in the undead base, I don't know what to do really. A little bit of blizzard. RulaZ trying to join, but too little, too late, probably.
And this is, I think it was good for RulaZ to see this here, this engagement. I think RulaZ might realize now, does he? That, okay, maybe he does not. Okay, I mean, Sheik is putting pressure on RulaZ still by attacking the last farms.
Yeah.
I think they are basically just suiciding each other here, and that will be the last nail in the coffin, I think.
Oh, he has another town hall. But that's also the last bit of gold. 700 gold left
Yeah.
only.
They have. I don't think they
1,000
have a chance unless Qwest really throws. I mean, his main base is so huge here. They don't have anything. Like they don't have anything to kill it except Blizzard maybe, and
Yeah.
they will not kill it.
There's also 200 million gargoyles in the upper right that they don't see yet. Okay, a little bit of hero focus, a little bit of shackle.
And that's all they can
will-
do. They can hope to
Yeah.
to pick his DK off out on the battlefield, and I mean, who knows? We've seen players win from or lose from better positions, but yeah, that will be a huge throw here. Again, I don't really like that Qwest is fully committing into Gargs here, but I mean, maybe it's a right choice because he's still facing human air here, and he doesn't really know for sure that Sheik is entirely out of gold. And of course, like 100 supply gyros or something could still be a major threat to him. So why not? But I mean, seeing what we see, I think 100 supply worms can just bulldoze everything here and
Yeah,
win the
probably
game.
just A-click. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he sees the Gargs, at least some of them.
Oh yeah, and Sheik is on RulaZ still here in the top left and finishing. So this is
Okay, yeah. Sheik's
I'm-
still holding
yeah.
some sort of a grudge from the mid-game, early game.
I think it's more like situational right here that like if you're basically he's forced into attacking him by like getting attacked by him, and Sheik is not like a big manipper, or Sheik is not using the chat to guide other players. Like he's not
Yeah.
explaining things. I think he could do that way more because he's very trusted. So I don't see him lying in chat a lot. So I think he could use that trust to like guide other players that have less vision on the map. But yeah, he's not doing that here. And
Death and Decay. Will it be stopped? Probably not. But yeah, that's RulaZ's last building, I believe.
yeah,
He's eating into some trees, but...
Players' forces are under attack.
I think RulaZ has not. Yeah, I mean now Sheik is Sheik is riding, but I guess RulaZ has not also potentially not played Qwest often enough because RulaZ is not a player that is very active on ladder, where Qwest plays a lot of games. So yeah, I think he would play differently if he would have played Qwest a lot of the time. There's no way, like, you do not want to team up with Qwest this way at this stage. Like, it's always a mistake. Unless you're against another player who plays exactly the same as Qwest. But in this situation, like, you clearly know that Sheik is way less likely to have gold still.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you also see with the way Sheik is using his army here, and he made a mistake by pumping more units, but yeah, Sheik is not in a strong position.
Yeah, feels like you gotta punish Qwest the moment he decides to appear weak. Because he always comes back strong somehow.
Yeah, and I mean, that's exactly how you have to play the undead race, I think. Because, like, that's an underestimated strength of undead, I think, that you can sell main bases and get new main bases at any point if you have gold. And yeah, we see here.
Yeah,
like,
That's also what we did in the one-on-one esport. We appeared weak for 10 years and now we win everything.
See, that's exactly how you have to approach it. Let's see when RulaZ is going to stop here. I think it's yeah, is he going to do that? I think Qwest is out of mana, so probably has to pull back in a second.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, it needs to go home to the statues. Still 9k. But at least the building's attack of Sheik stopped. I don't even know if he has the gargoyle still somewhere. The gyros.
And this could end up to be just like a 2.5 hour game, which I wouldn't have expected here. I would have estimated it to be at least 3, if not 4 hours. So,
Jesus.
good. So far, good outcome for us.
Whoops. That was a strong carrion swarm again. Still, like, so much supply. It's fine, it's fine.
Yeah. It's not as if anyone is responding. So why not use Twitch chat that?
Right.
Um,
Because then his name is on stream and he's getting even more famous.
exactly.
Town is under siege.
Oh, that's the last building. We
I
have.
think he has a farm somewhere. Has he? Oh,
I don't see it.
he's trying to get one. He just moved this worker here, but
Uh-oh.
let's hope he's not forgetting.
Uh-oh.
I mean,
Ellie now.
Okay, he's getting it now.
But it's not enough. Okay. It's the farm gone, though.
And this is perfect for Qwest. He's like this.
Oh, man.
And
Now
that's
they
all-
fight each other.
Yeah, sometimes you're like, you basically like there's no reason for Sheik and RulaZ to continue this, right? They just do
Yeah.
it because like it's like many wars in real life, I guess, where like it's just going back and forth, and at some point no one even remembers anymore how it started.
Yeah.
And in this situation, like there's like Sheik is just continuing because RulaZ is continuing to team him, and
Right on.
yeah, just one of them has to write peace in chat, and they are not doing it because I guess they're just underestimating Qwest or too tunnel vision on each other. And I mean, look at
Yes.
Sheik's main base. Like, there's not that much left. So if I was RulaZ, I think, yeah, maybe he doesn't now. Okay, so I think they are. Yeah, they are teaming up now.
A player's forces
Are they?
under attack.
Yeah, I think they
I
are.
think so.
Yeah, they are.
They wrote it after
Yeah.
the town hall fell.
Yeah,
Might
so
be a
let's see.
little bit too late, though.
Yeah, I mean, if Qwest plays this somewhat safely, I don't see them winning this. I mean, who knows? Who knows? Qwest is pumping more worms now, so it's just super hard to face like a 100 supply undead army in an undead main base with like that many worms. They really needed Yankar to weaken Qwest. With like the Dark Ranger, that was the perfect hero
Yeah.
to
Yeah, was the perfect setup.
to
They kind of blew it.
weaken him. Yeah. I like that Sheik is like chatting now. Let's see if it's too late.
Forces are under attack.
It's so hard to, and also it's uphill, right? Like the tavern, like there's a hill here, so you can't really see Qwest moving out.
Looks like he's committing. Oh, that Infernal seemed a little bit off. Not stunning, just pure hero focus. Oh, and the Archmage dies with a TP. And everything. Oh, no.
Yeah, there's just no damage. I mean, against 100 supply heroes, all they can do is try to focus down the DK, but they can't even see the DK, and it's nicely anti-magic shelled, so...
That Archmage out as well.
And now
Is it
Paladin.
Ooh.
Paladin will die here. Yeah,
And-
no TP for RulaZ, so the Paladin will die, and likely also the MK after.
Forces are under attack.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, yeah, that didn't go too well, huh?
Looks like 44. Yeah.
Okay, that's the Polygon. But I think big accomplishment for RulaZ in general to make it to the final, playing a phenomenal season.
Yeah, for sure. It's his first final, and yeah, probably even more nervous for that reason. And I think he improved a lot, and definitely had a shot here. So I think it's, and also, I mean, while he attacked or he teamed Sheik for too long, I think the main mistake in this game was Sheik teaming up with Qwest against Janker and RulaZ. So
Oh yeah, for sure.
A player's forces
yeah,
are
eventually. And I mean, Qwest is waiting for an FML win for so long. Ishan won the last season, and he also he played more than a decade to get this victory, and Qwest also. So I think this will be. I think it's. I'm very happy for Qwest. I mean, also Janker played a long time before he got his FML victory. So it feels almost as if in the last 5 years, basically everyone that was playing very well for a long time got an FML victory at some point. So yeah, happy for Qwest if he seals the deal here, which I'm very sure he will.
Yeah, looking really, really good. RulaZ already justifying his decisions here, but yeah, he has 80 gold left. Only the Mountain King. I mean, all he can do is bold.
Yeah.
His supply blocked either, so he has to sell everything, and then he's dead all the time.
Yeah, even if they kill all of the 3 undead heroes here, he can just tavern them and
Yeah.
win. So
This might be the last moments here. Oh,
DK
there was a
dying.
DK going down. Okay. Sheik with the hero nuke.
I mean, never say never. Let's
Just
maybe I
back from
jinxed
the
it.
tavern. Oh, Dreadlord dead as well. That was expensive.
Yeah. He still has 6k gold though, so and he can use it as a mana, I guess. Let's see. I mean, if he loses this, that would be a tremendous comeback for one of the others. I don't really see it yet, but I mean, who knows? That's
With Blizzard, you can get some damage done on towers.
I mean, MK is out
Red
of
Lord
mana
back.
though, so
Oh, bash maybe? No, there was some healing. Oh, Pally playing with fire.
ooh, one coil.
Can he reach the Dreadlord again? Oh, coil is back. Okay. And that's the TP out. Damage done. Disease Cloud working as well. Was that the last hurrah?
Yeah, I mean, I really like that attack by Sheik, but he's down to 50 supplies. So I can't. I mean, it was more than I expected, but I still don't think it makes a huge difference. I mean, Qwest did not lose a unit, I think. He only lost a hero. So I don't really think that made a huge difference.
Yeah, imagine he had such goals like half an hour ago.
Yeah. 5k gold is still easily enough to revive, like to tavern your heroes a couple of more times, and yeah.
Somehow RulaZ got his Archmage back at least.
Yeah, maybe he has some items to sell to get Paladin back also.
He has a staff and boots. That's all that's left. Maybe on the Archmage.
I
but
was about to say on the Archmage, I guess maybe some, but probably not enough.
I think 4 Pariat.
That would be enough, I guess. But I mean,
Oh wait, no, yes. What is that? I have to scroll.
you can see it, yeah, right.
players'
TP, Zombie Mask, Staff of Sanctuary, Periapt, Orb, and Boots.
Yeah, that's easily enough to revive the MK. If you have, yeah, he has the supply. Ooh, the worker. Is this? Oh no, it's not the last, but
No.
it's painful. Can revive it if the Paladin is getting close.
True. And I think if it's not later than 90 seconds.
Yeah, let's see. I mean,
Because-
it's now 2 MKs here, so I would be extremely surprised if they win this. Like that would be very impressive. Oh, the tanks.
Oh, getting caught. RulaZ still busy at the shop.
Yeah.
One tank caught. Second tank caught. Okay, Qwest, are you sealing the deal now? Ulti used already. They're so busy with the Infernal alone.
And he will just die for RulaZ's heroes. Yeah.
Oh,
Archmage dead. RulaZ is not like without items. He just can't. His MK maybe, but his Archmage is not playing a role in this.
Yeah.
And MK probably can't really stay in the fight without having the Archmage around for, I don't know, for mana and...
Offering items so he can sell something to get that MK back. Not sure his inventory. Well, let me check for you. 2 Periapts, a Belt of Giant Strength, Boots, Orb, Staff. So he got that, I think.
Yeah. I think he should just keep the Archmage out of the fight and away for a bit. Just maybe be in the area to be able to mass TP out if needed.
Yeah.
But yeah. Just he's dying way too quickly.
3,700 gold left. It's not that they're not accomplishing anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's still the base and the inventories. I know, but we are burning through the bank.
Yeah. And we have 46 supply for Sheik, 12 for RulaZ, and 94 for Qwest. So
Yeah, it's a little advantage. Maybe. So hard to engage into this as well.
yeah, for sure. You need to wait for the avatar to be ready again, and I think that it still takes a bit more time here. For RulaZ just used it, so I guess it takes at least 2 more minutes. What's the cooldown? 2? No, it's more than 2 minutes. 3 minutes? I don't know.
I don't know such stuff either. Happens way too rarely in one-on-one.
Yeah.
Well, they're trying it all, that's for sure.
Yeah. It's great to see that they're trying, so I was afraid they would instantly leave now, but yeah, why not try? I mean, it's a lot on the line here, and Qwest, I mean, if he makes a major mistake, like just lose 3 heroes at once, like this could, of course, spiral out of control for him very quickly, but I just don't see him carelessly losing his heroes, and we have a quick break.
Right, you entertain the masses, I go for a quick smoke as well.
Ooh, the masses.
Oh my god. I still hear you, so don't do any bullshit.
Oh, this Neo guy. Yeah, so I think usually on a map like this, I think it's very easy to have like a 4-hour game simply because there's so much gold, and we rarely see matches, like final matches, where players burn through their gold so quickly, and also where they mine so much gold on 80 or 100 supply. And Sheik mined a lot of those mines on 100 supply here in the bottom, which of course eliminated some of the gold from the game by paying taxes. And unpause, so
Got it.
let's see here. Oh, you're smoking quickly.
Yeah, I came back because I heard the game was resuming, so that was a throwaway one. Still waiting for the Archmage to, I don't know, support with Blizzard or have another staff? I don't know. In the meantime, Second Aid, thank you for the 59-month resub. Slade's Kingdom, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Pudgy, Xblicked, and all the others. Thank you, thank you, thank you. FFA Arena, thank you as well. Okay, Archmage is here. That's the call sign. Or not.
Yeah, good call by RulaZ here to wait for the day. Oh, and Qwest doesn't want to allow that, so they're diving. And
Okay, reposition instantly though. Maybe a little overcommitment.
Dreadlord out of mana, so this will be a great time for them to maybe make something happen. But also, I'm not sure if they can dive here. It's still an undead main base with a couple of towers.
Okay, they get rid of some ziggurats finally, but maybe they pay the price again. 3 times the charm.
Yeah, Qwest is
Feels
supply
like-
blocked here, so DK out of position.
Oh, bash.
DK forced to TP, but he will not. Oh, will he get his army with him? Yes, he will.
Okay, down to 2,700 gold. Okay, summoning the army and Disease Cloud working overtime again. So at some point they have to get back. There's no priests anymore at all. Takes out the 2 castles in the back once again. This AoE is just way too nasty.
Yeah, they really need a hero kill to survive this year.
Guess the only hero kills are going Qwest's way though.
Yeah, using
Dark Ritual.
Dark Ritual here.
But-
And he's playing it very well here. He's just getting pickoffs, TPing back.
Yeah.
When
He can afford it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's much cheaper to afford a TP than reviving the DK and risking to lose another hero right after. So
Endless goal. Now they realize it.
and it's down to 2k gold. I think, yeah. They did a decent job, but it was just too late here.
More items sold. And can't even get anything.
Wow, and RulaZ is reviving the Archmage once more, so he revived so many heroes. And I
That
really-
man has some faith.
Yeah.
Ooh, Death and Decay though. Uh-oh.
A player's
Yeah, maybe it's better for this Archmage to stay in the altar.
You get that gold back, right?
Yeah.
If it gets destroyed.
I mean, he has a worker still, so I guess, I mean, he can stay in the game for a bit longer, but yeah.
Nice, our Qwest is moving out. The little time he got, as he's not contested, do some damage, get rid of the Archmage.
Yeah, and he's pumping more worms now, so he's really invested into this, and I think it's a good call. He was supply blocked for a few seconds, maybe a minute here for a bit, after losing some of those ziggurats, but of course that's like this worst case scenario, losing DK, being supply blocked, and then not being able to revive him, but don't think that's going to happen here. Let's see, he is going to supply, yeah, he is supply blocked again.
Below 1,000 gold. They burned him through 20k gold now.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Can they make something happen here?
Oh, nice dodge on the call by Sheik. Constant sleep. Try to
Yeah.
brute force this.
Yeah, Sheik and RulaZ both have very good micro, of course, and I think that's, yeah, I mean that's what I have to rely on here. Archmage completely out of mana for Sheik, but I guess it doesn't matter too much. Let's
Rare
see,
sight.
100 supply against just 5 heroes and 2 tanks basically, and 1 spellbreaker. 1 lonely spellbreaker.
player's forces are
Little bit of a problem, of course, there's no Brilliance Aura anymore. Qwest commits to the fight, wants to parley out, but there should be Divine Shield. Oh, has the staff out, okay. That hero focus on the DK is just not working, it's always prepared.
Yeah, and they can't just easily push back because RulaZ has no TP here, so
Yep.
yeah.
Okay, Rios
Ooh,
wants
DK.
it now. They get the
DK
DK while being supply stuck. Okay, if they can leave now. Wait, the Mountain King is kind of trapped. Is he trapped? There we go, staff out.
Nice.
All right, they get something
kill.
done.
I mean, yeah, they
Again.
1 item please, yeah, and feeding an item here, totally okay. Like in general, what's not allowed is just item feeding to to basically like as a revenge, when you're about to leave the game, just feed someone just for that player to win the game. But if feeding an item is the only way for another player to stay in the game, and you do it for that purpose, it's totally fine. So in this case, yeah, RulaZ really needs that money to get his altar back. He got his altar back. He gets a farm to revive his Archmage.
Is 530 gold even enough? For an altar revive, probably, right?
Yeah, I think so. And I mean, yeah. It's super hard, right? I think it was a mistake by RulaZ to dive into the fight with his Archmage 2 times now. I think if he really needed that Archmage to, I mean, imagine they managed to weaken Qwest significantly, and maybe Sheik loses a hero in the course of doing that. Then I think RulaZ has a chance if he has triple hero still. But like this, he has like no gold, he has no least buildings, and he has no Archmage. So I don't know. It's I mean, he's reviving him now, but yeah, what's it worth it? He needs to basically he needs to decide whether he wants to be revealed in a bit or whether he wants to get his Archmage, and yeah, both options.
He's revealed then. Yeah, both options suck big time.
Qwest selling his 1 boneyard here to get another ziggurat, so he will not be supply blocked anymore in a second.
Yeah, and then the ziggurats are all far in the back and they can't reach it anymore. They could reach the Black Citadel, but it's super tanky. DK is back. It won't be as easy to get them supply blocked again. Selling boots as well. It hurts so bad. Well, he's not waiting for that DK anymore, bro.
Should just forget about that AM. It died and it died in the last 2 attempts. It died within like 10 seconds. So I guess it's better to just ignore it.
A town is under siege.
Okay, here they go, right? It's still nighttime, same situation as before.
And Garg is finishing the town hall here of RulaZ, so nicely done, my Qwest.
Yeah, I found that rather quickly, actually. Okay, soon to be daytime. Can Sheik and RulaZ still do this?
I mean, if they both use Avatar at the same time, I think that, I mean, it's the only way I see them winning this. But if they do, I think it's at least dangerous for Qwest here. You can easily lose 2 heroes if you're not careful.
We have no units anymore, right? Nope. Only heroes remaining. Water elementals, of course.
I do like these. Oh, okay, now he's diving.
Ouch. Okay, let's take a look at the Archmage. I guess he miscoiled. Tons and tons and tons of worm attacks raining down. And no, not again.
That was unexpected. Double Avatar now, though. So the DK is potentially going to die here, I guess.
Yes, TP.
Oh, nice TP. And yeah,
Archmage magic.
Paladin dying.
Pally down.
So
not good.
RulaZ is basically out of this, and yeah, I think this was a good attempt with two avatars, but even that wasn't enough here.
Yeah.
Just without any items, it's just so hard to sustain this nuke.
Here comes the sleep, and I think Qwest wants to end it now. He knows if he fights one-on-one, that's the easiest job. Nuke. Not enough.
Wow, Dreadlord was stunned there for a second.
Okay, RulaZ trying to get this town hall back, but for what? He has one Mountain King left.
Yeah. 85 supply still for Qwest, so yeah, there's no way he loses this.
He's roaming around. Paladad, yep. Okay, since RulaZ is revealed, Qwest knows exactly where he is. And that's the town hall gone. Keep supply stack. Is that the last worker?
I think so. Is it?
No, he has one more.
there's- yeah,
One more on the bottom. Yeah, can't really sell anything. Can't really build anything. Somehow down to Sheik now
Under attack.
to make the big magic play that burns through 100 supply and.
I mean, it's only 100 gold. Yeah.
But it's also 3 inventories
Yeah.
and a base.
Yeah, so yeah, this is and especially the 5 worms make this. I would say if those 5 worms are out of position, who knows? Maybe they can at least kill one more hero, but we'll see here if they can.
If only the Dark Ranger would still be there.
Yeah, that will be a huge help. So
Okay, here we go.
Yeah,
Committing
no-
to that fight again. Let's see for how long.
no avatars right now. Qwest
Oh!
knows that.
My god.
Oh, the staff, the staff.
Oh, he survives with 70. Are you kidding me? He
But-
steps somewhere.
Yeah, but what now here with Sheik's heroes?
Yep. Good question. Needs a holy light. Now.
Has a staff.
Still slowed.
Still? Yeah.
Still
has
slow.
staff.
Yeah, staff should be ready, right? Yeah. Archmage slapped. Holy light again. But this is just way too much. Sheik is a super good player with super good micro, but that is unwinnable. Do we have another nuke in him?
Wow.
Wow, 7 HP.
Yeah. I mean, at least for the, at least to get some skill points here in the end.
Indeed. Yeah, for the highlight clips.
But yeah, I mean, this is, yeah, very, very impressive season by Qwest. Going through regular season with 3 wins out of 4 games. Getting top score in all 4 matches. Directly into the final, getting final map pick because of the high score and picking the perfect map. I think for him, he wanted to play.
Are under attack.
He wanted to pick a map without a Goblin Laboratory, and yeah, I think he picked the right map. There are a few others that he could have picked, but this one definitely proved to be very, very good for him, and yeah.
Not only winning the regular season, finally in his 5th or 6th attempt, also the big title in Warcraft's longest running league there is.
Yeah, we should put that on our banner. It's,
You definitely should. RulaZ still trying.
yeah,
It's
they're trying.
650 gold left.
I mean, it's a finals.
650.
I like that they're trying, but yeah, I think.
I mean,
this-
even like without Blizzard now, it's yeah, it takes away the base kill potential too.
Yeah, I mean, they of course they have mass TP and Qwest does not have that, but
Well,
yeah,
do they really have Mass TP?
they have
wait,
one
Sheik has.
player with one player with
Sheik,
mass
okay.
TP, but yeah, how much can he do? And worst case, if Qwest loses another few buildings, he can just leave everything at home except his Infernal and maybe
Yeah,
his worms, and there's no way they can stop his worms or his Infernal.
exactly.
Yeah, I would say very well executed. Like, you really saw how Qwest played it exactly, I think, as he planned to play it, and he spawned in the worst position here, which especially against 2 humans, I guess you really don't want. And Qwest is the most vulnerable player early on because he techs so quickly. So I think he was at risk early on, and then he he lost his main base. He played weak and mined a lot of gold, and then he showed great decision making late game.
And the others didn't really realize what he was up to. That helped him, of course, and rather teamed each other than teaming up against him. But yeah, he did nothing wrong. Qwest did nothing wrong. He was invited to that RulaZ. He got 6 supply left. This is 5 of them. Lich can't reach.
Yeah, but the Paladin will die here.
Yep. When the worms can reach after the Divine Shield.
Nothing to save this Paladin. He's
trying so hard and got so far. But yeah. No friends around. No Divine Shield. Bye-bye. Lich just on a conquest. Mountain King desperately trying to hide.
Qwest splitting up now just to find... He feels very, very confident now. I mean, rightfully so. But
oh yeah, if you leave your base like this, for sure.
And there he got the MK, so that's going to be RulaZ. I'm not sure why Sheik is complaining about saving someone in 4-way while he was the one. The one who changed target early on, and then he basically defended Qwest's main base.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
But
like, this is straight up screwing recent history. Flipping it around, basically.
But sometimes in a 3-hour game, it's easy to forget what happened exactly. But yeah, he will bite himself when he sees the replay. Maybe he will never see it. Like, sometimes it's too painful
just delete
to watch it. And even if you realize, like, sometimes even like from an admin perspective, it's horrible to if you're forced to check something in a match that you haven't watched, and you get a replay of like a 4-hour match, and even with 64 times speed, it takes like minutes to get to a point.
Yeah.
And if you're accidentally scrolling past it, or if you miss it, then you have to start over, and then Warcraft 3 crashes, and it's...
That is so funny. No, yes. That's it, RulaZ. GG. 3rd place in the grand final, or 3rd finish in the grand final, in his first grand final. Great season. Congrats for that. And I think it's also time for Sheik to realize that there's not much to salvage here.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna hear from the man, right? If he's ready, if he wants to.
Game well played by Qwest.
Ah! Look at this! Warpix is back!
We hear from him too, yeah.
I've been here for a while, actually, but you guys been doing so well that I just kind of said anything.
I can check with him if he wants to join.
He'll probably be pretty exhausted after this, but whenever he wants to join, he can. Yeah. I think
I will check with him.
He'll just have to.
He just sat around for 1 hour, so I guess he should be able to.
It was stressful, okay?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's even in FFA, like sometimes it seems as if all players are only sitting. But if you are in that position, of course, sometimes it can be boring to just sit if you're forced to do that. But it can be very, if you're in a good position and you feel it's the best call to just not do anything, then it can be like it can keep you like emotionally busy to just keep an eye on everything and just wait for the right time to pump units.
Also, you have to think a lot, like, what is my opponent doing? What's my other opponent doing? It's like in a game of chess, you don't micro your heart out necessarily, but it's still draining and exhausting after a while.
Yeah, exactly. So Sheik is just standing in front of them. Sheik is just standing there now and sending water elementals to kill buildings. Ooh, and now he's TPing back.
A player's forces are
One more try here. I imagine he gets the DK. I mean, is there a chance for him? I guess. Yeah, we'll see. We'll find out. I don't think he can against those worms, but
Man, that MK's fast.
yeah. Did they buff MK movement speed like some years ago? I think it was one of the heroes that they buffed, right? MK, Dreadlord, and
a player's forces are under
something else.
Totally forgot about that. Okay, is there a way to save the Archmage, save the heroes? I think if a hero falls here for
Ooh,
Sheik,
with the
that's
staff here.
it! Very unfortunate. Infernal committed as well. And just right click on the Archmage. He doesn't want to be bothered with the old man on the horse anymore. Get rid of the mass TP, get rid of the Brilliance Aura, get rid of the annoying water elementals, and he gets rid of all of that. A little bit of hero focus, but Death Pact again, and that's the second kill. And that's GG, and the FML champion for the
GG.
first time after so many attempts. Qwest.
Great accomplishment, and yeah, really congrats to him. Let me check if he's, I guess maybe he's just dancing around his home. But let me
High score for him as well, so 5 games, 5 times high score.
Yeah, exactly. It's super impressive.
Not bad, not bad. Yeah. Congrats. Been following his games for quite a while now. And never saw him succeed in the big games. But everybody was always respecting him a lot. So, well done. Well deserved after this time.
We try to sneak him into this one.
Let's see if he picks up.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna head out while you guys interview him if he joins. So thank you very much for the cast. Appreciate it. That was a lot of fun.
Thanks for
Vortex.
joining, man. Thanks.
Listen,
Thanks
being part
for
of you guys working is a pleasure. And congrats to Qwest for a big win.
Hello guys, thank you.
there he is.
I played 10 years FML League for it. Oh god.
Was it stressful?
Yes, it was very stressful because I didn't know about the gold count and I was surprised when Orc left the game. I think if he stayed, I lose because he jumped my air and I will lose.
Were you surprised by Sheik helping you for so long against Janker and RulaZ?
I didn't watch replay, but I think Sheik had like 10k and he wanted to help me and after win me 1 against 1.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, it's a super impressive game. Congrats. I think your cat seems to be very happy also in the background.
Yes. Oh.
Did you like in general, like was it your game plan to play like this on this map, or did you like plan to play differently?
I wanted to play Night Elf because Sheik is a very good Orc player, and I can't do something against Orc because in FIFA Orc is the best race against Undead, and you can't do something. So if Happy will go play FIFA, he anyway can't beat Orc because it's so impa. So when Sheik go random, I go my main race on that. My plan was take a lot of middle base because it's near 15k gold in each mine. So I mined a lot. I didn't finish blue. And I played like that guy with 30k gold. They didn't trust me, but when they scout how my heroes dead often, they try to help me, and after.
were you like for a second when they killed your DK in the very end? Like, were you, like, did you think, oh shit, I could still
Yes,
do it?
yes, but I had gold for Tyrant. I turned DL and DK, and after reviewed in Alter one time more. 2K, it's very strong with bench.
Yeah.
Without bench, I lose.
Yeah. I mean, I think it went pretty much perfectly for you, and also that Janker left and Sheik helped you against Janker and RulaZ, and then Janker left, Dark Ranger was gone, and then you could get more worms without them getting charmed. So
yes, I just wanted to dodge MK ultimates and fight when MK ultimates in cooldown.
Yeah. Do you remember when you started to play FFAs or FML? Like, how many seasons have you played? Like, is it more than 10 years?
I think it's more than 10 years. I was 14 years old when I started play FIFA. Now I'm 25 years old.
Yeah, so roughly 10 years. You waited for this day to come.
Yes, it my 8th or 9th final in FML. Always lose it.
Yeah, this time there was no player who just focused on you knowing. Like, it seemed those players did not really, like, were not too used to your playstyle. So at least we were pretty surprised to see them allowing, like, they saw that you rebuilt an entire main base and that you had plenty of gold apparently, and yet they did not really weaken you before it was too late.
I think for Orc and RulaZ, it's very, very hard to calculate my gold because human and Orc fight. It start after it. I lost my main twice and heroes, and I'm not sure that they expect 30k gold.
Yeah, no, not for sure. Yeah, you found exactly the right point in time to mine. Of course, there was a risk for you to lose all buildings at some point, I guess. I mean, of course, you had the gold, but you had not a lot of buildings left, right? You had like 7, 8 buildings.
But I had 10 acolytes all map, yes.
Yeah,
I'd be able to rebuild.
Yeah, but I guess it could have gone very quickly if like a second player would have turned against you.
With Master P, of course.
Yeah, exactly. So if like RulaZ or Janker would have decided to team you just to have like, I was very surprised that Sheik early on faced against like pieced with Janker and then mass TP'd into your main base, suspecting you to be 50 supply while you were 78 at that point. So I think that was a huge mistake because it was great for you that it was such a long 4-way and no one really saw you mining on 50 for that long.
I didn't mine at 50 like 8k or more. Earlier I mine at
True, but then when you lost everything to Sheik, including your main base, they gave you like, I don't know, 15 to 20 minutes on 50 supply and like 3.
Yes, but I had only 1 or 2 expo.
Okay.
I didn't mine a lot. When he killed me, I already had 30k.
Yeah, that's true.
And anyway. My big mistake was when I saved Sheik and his base. When Orc go at him, he asked help. I helped him and see he full towers and full base. And, oh god, no.
Yeah, but it all turned out well. I know I asked all the questions now, and Neo didn't get a chance to ask anything.
I have only one question because in 1 or 2 weeks, we have the War 3 Champions Finals for FFA, so you're gonna get that title as well?
Yes. I will participate. I won last season, but I lose this season because Yumika played a lot with his finance. I think they stream sniped him and I lost 10 games in a row against him because they pre-team. I don't know why.
All right, then we will see you next week and the week after. But for now, we let you go and let you celebrate a bit.
Thank you guys.
Congrats, Qwest, and thanks Neo for
Thank you for casting for free, guys.
My pleasure. Thanks for playing. And yeah, that's it, everybody. FFA Masters League Grand Final done. I think RulaZ is still reviving his Archmage and won't join us for the end of this. But of course, shout out to him as well. We'll have RulaZ back next weekend for the War 3 Champions FFA. And for now, that's it, everybody. We're back tomorrow with TED Cup Grand Finals. We have Happy versus